Welcome. This is our 14th session of 20 Sides. And we have two more players who are going to join us hopefully soon, but they're running a bit late. In the meantime, I've had the players already roll for their chores, which of course will give them a little bonus XP. And also, to recap, we are joined so far by a great band of players. First of all, Juno, on my screen, who's next to me. I guess it'll be this way for you guys. Juno is playing our human rogue, Alana.
Hello.
And next is Ed, who is playing our human wizard, Sevenon.
Hello.
And No Life Queen, who is also the curator of this channel, is playing our gnomish wizard, Blivette.
Greetings.
And Picard is taking charge of our human paladin, Dubois.
Bonsoir.
And Hazel is our resident elvish druid, Jacket.
G'day, mate.
And she's very shy. Very shy. Unless you're talking and I can't hear you again. In which case,
Oh, so I did.
I'll just assume you're saying nice things about me. As you may have noticed, we are having some technical difficulties, which may come up throughout the episode, but we'll figure it out as we go. And if it doesn't work, I'll just roll a die and see who lives and dies.
Oh no.
Do. But to pick up where we left off last, so now, just to be safe, can anyone else hear Hazel? Because I'm definitely not hearing her.
Yeah, I can
at
hear
all.
her.
Help! Where am I?
Oh, you know what it was? It's because I was hearing her through Roll20, but not through Discord. So I'm going to try and reboot Discord. So
Okay.
back in just a moment. Check. All right, Hazel, say something.
Hazel.
Oh, we got the weather report. That's nice.
Oh, yay! Yes, I hear you.
Hooray!
Yes, I put this
15C
here.
to 60F. Oh, that's the same temperature, isn't it?
It's 15. I left this here because every single session I keep forgetting to mention the weather.
I
even
cannot
though
hear Tristan if he is talking. I
Oh no.
I-
Oh no.
That's
I
funny
am just
'cause
going to type really fast. I've got a fast typing speed. I can do this.
That's funny because I could hear.
I'll
I
refresh
could-
my Discord.
Yeah, you. It's gonna be a very difficult
Sadness.
session to get through, but
Refresh
we're gonna
already?
get through it. One way
I
or
got
another.
it. I got it.
But for everyone else, yes, the current weather is 15 degrees Celsius, which is 60 Fahrenheit for you Americans. And there's just a light wind, so
kinda
not enough to
Nippy.
not enough
That's
to
what
really
it is here.
yeah, not enough to really cause any significant difficulties for your characters, but it is, not ideal.
You obviously live up north.
Nolan and I are like, God, it's so cold. I hate it.
Yes, well, you are in the north side of Trustia, so you're a lot higher up. And it also is currently the 16th of Virgon. But to recap where we left off, Hazel, give me a 1-2 check.
Testing. Don't
Oh,
eat
God.
rice because it doesn't taste as nice.
What?
Yes.
What's the
I hear
echo?
you.
Oh, echo? I'll try muting that. Does that work?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't hear an echo myself.
Yeah, you're hearing me just through Discord, and I didn't mute myself on Roll20. Okay, it seems that I'm working through both parties. Doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
and now I don't hear her at all.
Oh my
great.
god.
Brilliant.
That was strange.
10 out of 10
All
out
right,
of 10.
we need to work this out one way or another. So let's take a 5-minute break and figure this out.
Well, that adventure ended quickly.
Ice cream break for everyone else who's not involved. Zooming now, picking back in the world of magic and dragons. Where we last left off, several of the party members had gone in search of a rumored temptress, this seductress, who was wanted by the guards in town. And they essentially decided to set out to find this temptress in the town of Port Vigil, as sort of something to keep them occupied where they're waiting to figure out what they're doing next. So Rahaj went off by himself, supposedly, with Casey along with him to try and lure out this temptress. Two other people, Jacket, Alana, and Sethanon, also tried following to see what trouble he was getting into. Meanwhile, Dubois, played by Picard, and Blivette decided to stay behind at the church, which is basically the only thing that they use as an inn in this town, unfortunately. Dubois was feeling a little, he had some questions, questioning his faith a little after all the business in the Temple of Ultima in the previous days. So he went to the confession booth to kind of get a lot off his chest about his concerns that he was having. And he was assured that all would be well and that Ultima was watching out for him and was, at the end of the day, there's good and evil everywhere, no matter where you look. So he retired to his room in the church, where he was staying, only to be visited by a surprise guest. And that's where we left off last, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. So picking up where we left off, so Rahaj is still sitting out in the front of this dock, sitting out in the pier. His disguise self spell has already worn off, so he's now just his normal, tiefling self, sitting with his legs dangling out from the pier, trying to look as miserable as possible. You were there like about 2 hours, nothing happened. Eventually midnight hit. Still nothing happened. Rahaj, he's just sitting out there waiting. What are the rest of you guys doing? You can wait?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's gonna... Rahaj, his feet are dangling. He's just like looking really mopey, just like head in his hands on the edge of the pier. Another hour passes. Nobody comes by.
Jesus.
Sound of waves. Eventually, Rahaj gets up, and he walks back. You guys see him walk back into an alleyway where he disappears from view. Jacket, since you're still a cat up on the roof, you kind of see Rahaj walk into the alleyway up to Casey, and he's just... Well, shit. I really thought that was going to work. Casey just sort of shakes her head. Well, I don't believe we're going to be finding this temptress this evening, anyhow. Should we lick our wounds and head back? This sounds like a good option to Rahaj. All of this moping has made me quite sleepy. Oh, sorry, I meant Rana. It's been 2 weeks. Too long.
Casey.
It's a Casey. So Rahaj and Rana continue heading back to the church, and Jacket, you see them leave the alleyway.
Can I do a perception check for anything following them?
Yeah, go ahead, give me perception.
Okay. Cool. Perception. Come on, don't weigh me down. Oh.
Nope. They don't seem to be followed. You do, however, you don't notice anybody.
Okay, I suppose I'll follow him back then. That was incredibly uneventful, and she has no idea what they were planning to do even.
Alana.
I guess I said a Seth. Well, that was also kind of underwhelming. Sorry I dragged you all the way out here.
It is fine. Should we head back now then?
Yeah, we should definitely head back.
Okay. So, I guess we start heading back.
Yeah.
You don't really get back to the church until about 1:30, as it is across town. Also, for my Time Lord, I had an idea. I thought maybe it'd be easier to keep track of time, and so we can all keep track of time together, is on the screen. If you could actually type using the text option as the time updates, just when you get a chance, if you're not in the middle of something, just update what the time is somewhere on screen.
1:30.
It's currently 1:30 a.m. But yeah, you guys make it back to the church a little after Rana and Rahaj. Rahaj goes into your room, Sethanon and Rana room she was sharing with Jacket, and she begins meditating in there. So yeah, you guys make it back to the church. Seems to be mostly dead. Nobody stirring, as it is quite late. Oh, also, you were asking about moon cycles. Every day loon is another cycle of the moon. So, like, it's 8 days, then on day loon, or night loon, technically, it's like a half moon, full moon, then another half moon, new moon. So every 8 days.
Every 8 days a new moon cycle, okay.
Currently, if you're curious, it was
another full moon?
It was a full moon recently, as Casey would tell you, because we're on the boat. The last full moon. So the next one, yeah, no, it's not currently a full moon. It is. It's currently a new moon. So there's no moon in the sky. It's completely dark, just stars.
Okie doke. Well, I suppose I, jump back into my room and say, well, I'm sorry, Dig, that was useless. Sorry to leave you behind for 3 hours.
Squeak, squeak. He's like kind of nervous, keeping an eye out for the cat again. Are you gonna meditate?
I suppose I'll meditate. Yeah.
Right. And Alen and Sethanon, are you guys going to bed?
Yeah. Can I make a prescience roll?
You may.
What's that?
What exactly is it for?
Just
Stuff.
check on Picard. Check on Dubois.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Make a prescience roll. So for anyone watching, prescience is a 7th ability that I made everyone roll for.
12.
Essentially, it allows them to metagame. So if they roll a number lower than their prescience score, then whatever the player knows, that knowledge is imparted onto the character in the form of just an intuition of some kind. So let me just double check what Alana's prescience is, just to make sure. Yeah. So unfortunately,
No.
you're like, nah. Dubois is probably fine. He's the only one who's getting a full night's rest. So
Why am I
What about
worrying?
Bliv?
yes, Blivette. What are you up to?
She's asleep.
Oh yes. Blivette is also asleep, but
No one cares.
That's gonna. So as you all head to bed, Sethanon, you see Rahaj. He's just like face planted in the bed by the time you get there.
Oh, okay. I'll just
so-
sort of smile to myself and quietly go to bed. I don't want to disturb him.
And so you guys head to bed. 4 hours pass as the elves, Jacket and Rana, finish their meditation. Rana is essentially just kind of like leaning against the wall on the floor of the room, just kind of thinking to herself. But if you wanted to do anything, Jacket...
I was thinking, because I don't know if Rana and Rahaj caught up on me sneaking up on them or anything. They might have seen me and decided not to go through with their plans, so I'm just gonna walk past all the rooms and check if everyone's in their beds.
Yeah, so you kind of go around to the 4 different rooms. You see, and Alana, did you take one of the rooms too? Because I remember you didn't last night.
Yeah, I'll take one of the rooms.
So yeah, there would be Picard, Sethanon, and Rahaj, Rena, and Jacket. So you could pair up with Bliv. There would be extra room.
I kind of walk in, I'm like, hey, Bliv, are you asleep?
She's curled up on the bed, hugging her spell book. Like her glasses are off to one side because I got a cape off her face because she's moving around.
Can I lean over the bed and lean over her? Just to see if she's like really asleep. and then I
Wow.
start like trying to like pull her spell book.
Oh,
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh god, let's see what's gonna
Well,
happen.
you're a rogue. You'll do fine.
Let's see what happens.
Famous last words.
Oh,
Okay.
you jerk.
wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That notices nothing as you lift up her spellbook.
I flip it open, and I'm like, "Oh, boys, 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 boys!" Just flip through it just to see if there's anything like juicy in it.
It's all written in a combination of Gnomish, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Yeah, a lot of symbols that you do not recognize just are spread all over the pages, and these weird sort of runic symbols that you don't understand.
I'm like, ugh, boring.
There's some
there-
doodles here and there, but
Can I, is there like a dresser? Like a tall dresser? In the room?
In this room, there is like a wardrobe.
Can I stick it up on top of the wardrobe? Like to hide it?
Aw.
Yeah, you reach up the top. It's probably about like 6 feet high, and you reach up over the top of the wardrobe.
Okay, I hide it.
they're really stretched to get up there.
And, I climb up top bunk. Just go to sleep.
It's just like a single bed, but she's like sort of occupying just a tiny fraction of it.
Okay, well, we bunk up. I go to sleep. I crawl in and go to sleep.
And so, Jacket, as you're going around to the different rooms, you open the door, you see Rahaj and Sethanon sound asleep. Check in on Blivette and Alana, also seem to be sleeping peacefully. You look in the fourth door, and as you open it, inside you see, without his armor on, Dubois sleeping soundly in bed.
Oh. And I close the door, so I'm like, oh, some people sleep naked. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, he's not naked. He just doesn't
Oh.
have his armor off, which is like one of the few times you see him without his armor.
Oh.
He's actually...
Sorry, I thought we said without the armor on.
Well, you
He
saw
does
him a
have
couple
other
times.
clothes.
You saw him a couple times charging in nightwear. It happened. a couple
Nightwear, is that a
times.
pun? That's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, that's basically everyone.
Okay, well, that's pretty fine. I'll cast 2 Goodberry and then meditate to get those 2 slots back as well.
Alright, cool. So you mean take a short rest
Yep.
to get that spell back? Yeah. But yeah, so you take a short rest. So basically, another 2 hours from when you woke up passes. And that's when Blivette and Sethanon finish their 8-hour rest. If you want, you can wake up. Dubois and Blivette, if you want to wake up, you may, or you can sleep in.
Yeah, Blit's gonna wake up and immediately panic.
Oh no!
Yes, you notice your book, your spell book, which you were sleeping with, like a teddy bear, is now missing.
Yeah, going to immediately panic and start tearing apart the room to find it.
I'm spread eagle on the bed, like snoring.
Make an investigation check.
By the way, she's definitely gonna like step on Alana to get over her in her panic. Oh god.
So you like throw up the bed sheets. You like look underneath the bed. You check, around the door. You check like your pack if you left in there. You check Alana's pack. Nothing. But then you eventually do see it at the top, on top of the wardrobe, which is next to the bed.
Okay.
Oh, Juno, in the commotion of this, you wake up as well.
I kind of like, I look over the covers and I'm like, what you got? What's going on? What's wrong?
I pointed at my book. How did you get up there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, roll insight. And, roll deception.
Oh my god.
God damn it! Roll
Roll
lower.
2 deception. Roll 2 deception.
Oh
That'd be
god.
brilliant.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, wow. Still. I mean, unless you have inspiration.
I do,
Oh god. I think of all your inspiration.
but I'm not gonna use it on this. So.
Yeah, you're not sure how it got up there. I mean, maybe, like, when you were just, like, so tired, you kind of tossed it. You maybe vaguely remember tossing it, and maybe it, like, landed up there somehow.
Maybe you should pull up a chair and like try to get up there and get it.
The arrival.
I sigh heavily and I'm gonna try to get my book down.
I'm like covering my face of like with the covers and I'm like grinning. Just watching her go through all of this.
Blivette, make a acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, so you manage to like step on the edge of the bed and like on your tippy toes, reach up, and it's kind of just hanging off the edge of the wardrobe, just taunting you. So you just barely manage to grab it with the tips of your fingers and slide it down.
I immediately hug it close.
That was super like circus delay. I loved it.
Casey, are you with us? Can you hear us?
I'm here and I'm with you. Sorry.
It's okay, we had tons of technical difficulties, so you missed the boring parts. But basically, everyone, you waited for another hour at the pier with Raj. Nobody came, nothing happened, so you just eventually just went back to bed. Everyone went to bed, and you basically just finished your meditation, so you're awake now. But it's currently 5:30 a.m.
Oh good, so no one's dead yet.
No one has died. as far
It's
as you know.
7:30.
Oh yes, 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Another 2 hours passed after that.
Still
Alright.
job.
Well, and so Dubois and Blivette, you guys are awake, so you can buzz in if you want to do anything. Otherwise, we'll skip ahead to another 2 hours, so everyone else can wake up.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm sleeping in.
Yeah, you can sleep in. Alright, so yeah, another 2 hours pass before everyone else who stayed up for that little adventure wakes up. Rahaj, as soon as he wakes up, to you, Sethanon, he's just like, oh, I am not... Rahaj isn't feeling the best right now, so I think I will just give me a few more hours, please.
Of course. I'll just get dressed and leave the room and let him sleep in.
Yes, I was having such a very good dream, and he kind of winks at you, and he's like, please make sure nobody disturbs Rahaj while he is resting.
Well, of course not. I'll be sure to tell everybody that you need your privacy.
Much appreciated. And so yeah, everyone else wakes up. It's now 9:30, and you wake to another slightly chilly day, another light breeze, pretty much the same weather as yesterday. What do you all do?
Breakfast.
Yeah, so Precienne, who you met previously, does have some, basically like a porridge that she has poured out for all the different acolytes, and also has invited all the guests to stay.
I get a bowl.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no to free food either. Let's go.
As you're all sitting around in this sort of common area for the acolytes in the back of the church, just on this wooden table, everyone's kind of just eating away, minding their own business. But Cien turns to a lot of you. You also see a few of the performers who you'd met previously. They kind of also stroll in, rubbing their eyes. Oh, yep. Yeah, I needed that. And Hilda kind of walks over and sits next to you guys. The priest, Cian, kind of looks at all of you. Well, I trust everyone slept well last night.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you.
Well, if you don't mind my asking, what are your plans while you're here? More, was it slug racing, I heard?
Yes, slug racing. Exactly. We're going to get more slugs today, aren't we, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Slugs. What are you talking about?
We're a slug racing troop. We collect slugs and we race them for money. It's just please.
I stare at Jacket,
And both just staring
and
too.
slowly my eyebrows pinch together as I'm processing all this. I'm like, I see.
Jacket, make a deception. Make a deception check.
I see.
Okay. No. Oh no, this is not going to end well. Okay, but you guys better come up with a good excuse when this is all over. Oh my god!
That
Oh,
was awesome. Hey.
Seems
And
very
yeah, and-
believable. I could be racing slugs then.
Hilta, the halfling performer, turns to Tuka, that other performer you met. See, I told you they were weird. And you all notice that Rahaj has not joined you at the...
I'll get him up.
I'll come with you.
oh, where are you going?
We're gonna go wake up Raj.
Oh, he's
Yes.
actually sleeping a little more.
And I just keep going.
He needs his private.
I follow Alana. I'm not letting that dick take me now.
Can I stop outside his door? Kind of say, Jacket.
Yes.
Let's see how this works. And I unscrew my water skin, and I go into that door.
Oh.
I let it happen.
And you're not like sneaking in or anything, are you?
No, I just
You
busted.
you just busted. Okay, so you open the door, and immediately you see Rahaj. He's kind of sitting up, but you immediately see him turn over in the bed with the bed sheets over top of him. Sorry, Rahaj is not available right now. Maybe try back at another time.
No, get out of bed.
Oh, but last night it was so taxing.
I splash some water on him.
Ugh. I'm weakness.
So taxing doing what, Rahaj?
Oh, you know, trying to solve the mystery of this temptress, as I mentioned.
As you mentioned, but you didn't clarify how, again?
Well, as I said, I didn't want to involve you, just in case, the more people who were involved, the harder it would have been. And Rahaj thought it would be best if he and Lorana went by themselves.
Yeah, that's a lot of crab. I really, really, really do not believe that we would be of any use sitting around doing nothing and sitting on our thumbs, Rahaj. Next time, involve us. You decide to sit out on a pier and look wistfully into the ocean, okay?
Well, it didn't work anyways, so guess it doesn't matter. But I thought you were investigating the murders.
Yes, and we have a plan to go to Ajoraville today, and if you want to join us.
I was really looking forward to finding that tempter.
I'm sure.
We do what we must. Maybe there's more fun to be had in this other village.
Yes, there are Fae involved. It'll be a grand old time. Come on, let's get porridge.
I walk out.
Yes, I will. I'll join you. Let me know when you're ready to depart, and I'll join you soon.
I walk out, making myself keep saying anything.
Also, out of character, just replace every I with Rahaj.
Right.
Forgetting that? Alright.
I turn around and give him that, sort of eye fingers to his eyes, like, I'm gonna be watching you.
He just shrugs. So you guys head back, you finish eating porridge. Another half an hour goes by. y'all up to?
So what's the plan for traveling out? Because there are 6 of us and only 2 horses.
Someone's gonna have to run.
As fast as a horse.
Well,
How long is it to Ajoraville on foot?
Are you asking out of character?
No, I'm asking character.
Well, as you're sitting there, Priest Cian overhears you, and she, oh, well, if you're heading out to Ajoraville, it's about a day and a half or so. It would take 2 full days' travel, essentially.
It's not optimal, but I think
Yeah,
we have no
basically, yeah, you can move 30 miles over 8 hours a day. Other than that, if you want to risk exhaustion, you just have to make Constitution saves every hour you travel after 8 hours. But you go 30 miles, and it's just a little over 60 miles if you take the road. You could cut across the fields, but then you'd hit rough terrain, which would slow you down as well. So yeah, you'd have to rest all along the road.
Is there any way to loan a carriage or loan a horse in this area?
Oh yes, the priest pipes up at this. Yes, I believe there is a man heading out to Ajoraville. He comes into town to sell at the market every week. Yes, I believe if you're going that way, then speak to Aaron. He's should be probably getting ready to head out any minute now. He could probably bring you along on his wagon.
Well, we better go right now. Thank you very much, madam.
Oh, my pleasure. House of Ultima is always open to the...
I want to insight check her.
Yeah, what are you trying to insight exactly? Like if she's lying, or are you trying to get like her, her emotions? Like what is her emotional state?
Let's see if, her emotional state. Like, is she hiding anything?
Hiding? Well, I mean, like, because that's a broad thing. You could like insight anyone. Anyone could be hiding something, But you could try if you want to see if she's hiding something. You certainly could make an insight check for it.
I'm like, eh.
She's been like one of the more honest and like upfront beasts that you have encountered in your time here. So no, you don't really suspect her of anything.
All right.
Boaz, would you like to grab your horse? Your horse, would you like to take it with us on this?
Well, if we go on a carriage, I will take my horse. Yes. But otherwise, I will walk like everyone else.
And if anyone wants their own private horse, just ask me quickly. I'll deliver fast.
No concern of mine. So I finish my breakfast and I get up quick to find this Erin. She talked about
Erin. Yeah. So you see, kind of on the south edge of town, a wagon. This guy is kind of just, doing the reins on his horse, on his 2 horses, getting ready to load the wagon. The wagon appears to be empty, as he looks quite satisfied. He's had a good sail. He's kind of an older man. He's got like a long white mustache and big bushy white eyebrows. A bit older, in his 60s.
Hello, good sir. Erin, is it?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
Well, I heard you were going back to Ajoraville, and me and some of my friends need to reach this place in order to investigate the murders going on. Would you Would you be so kind as to lend us a lift.
He kind of looks you up and down, and he sees your armor. He sees your long sword at your side. Well, I'll make you a trade in that case. If you and your fellows are willing to offer protection along the road, then yeah, I'd be happy to get you a free ride there.
It goes without saying.
Well,
I've
I've heard of orcs nearby, so you can't be too careful these days. Whenever you're ready to go, let me know, and we'll set out.
All right, I do believe my friends will be ready in probably an hour.
All right, Jacket.
I'd like to pull Rana aside for a bit. Rana, do you have a way of disguising yourself or hiding your elfish nature?
Illusions and deceit aren't really my forte, so no.
You do know what orcs do to elves, correct?
I have heard some of it, but not familiar myself, no.
They'll kill us for a prayer. It's not pretty. I can disguise myself as an animal, but I'm more worried for your sake.
Yes, I'm afraid I don't really have anything, magic-wise or elsewise.
Maybe we should ask Raj. He owes you a favor now, or two.
Yes, I'm sure he does. We can certainly try, I'm not sure what I can do about it. Even if I wore a heavy cloak, I must admit that my skin is quite the giveaway.
It is a problem. I did prepare Pass Without Trace. If that's any different, it will help us get past if something goes wrong.
That would be very helpful. Stealth doesn't seem to work well for me most of the time.
Well,
So
do you want to ask the others if they have anything? We got a few potions. One of them can be do invisibility.
I would appreciate it if we could figure some way out. I'm not, altogether thrilled at the thought of running into some orcs who want to sacrifice me to their god, though I'm sure I could stand. We all do what we must, I suppose.
Just remember, it's okay to ask for help. And I'll do what I can. Does
I'll
anyone have a
try-
way of disguising themselves? Just wait real quick to the group if they're still at the porridge area. Does anyone have a way of disguising Rana? Or hiding her?
No, sorry.
That's fine.
No. I just have a cloak.
I don't know why are you echoing.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload.
You can just mute her.
Oh.
What's the thing? It's
Well-
not sending any sound through Roll20.
Yeah, I'm not getting any echoes now.
Me neither.
I'm guessing Sethanon has nothing, so in that case, well... We'll get going. I'll just hope Pass Without Trace can help us out here. Hopefully they won't be able to see us go.
Yes. Just hope for the best. That always seems to work out well.
Better than nothing.
Well, I can scout ahead.
Juno, hold on, I want to try something. Juno, try talking right now.
Oh,
yeah, I can hear. I just muted you on Discord, and I can hear you now. So we'll see how that works for now. Let's try it for now. All right, so yeah, you guys, whenever you're ready, you can head out from the town.
Okay,
Also,
let's-
Ed.
let's
Oh
go
yeah,
Rahaj
Ed's
with
Ed,
us.
yeah, okay. So you go and grab Rahaj.
Yep. I'll drag him if I have to.
Yeah, you go up to his door, you give it a knock. All right. Raj is coming. Give me a moment. I get my makeup wrong. Can't get this perfection just by waking up. But he eventually does come along. We'll say another half hour passes, and you guys all convene at the carriage where Dubois is waiting with Aaron. Oh, these your companions. If you're ready, then hop on. We'll set out as soon as you're ready.
Right.
So as everyone gets on the carriage, except for Dubois, who I assume you're just gonna ride alongside on Edouard.
You're
Dubois, can I ride with you?
Why is that? You don't.
Send me out ahead so I can scout.
All right, I have no problem with that.
Thank you.
Jump in the back.
So Alana and Dubois jump on Edouard, and you guys head out. So you spend about 8 hours traveling and getting halfway to Ajoraville. As Dubois and Alana, you guys are riding out ahead. I want both of you to make perception checks.
I'm so great at these.
One of you is. So yeah, Alana, as you head out, it's basically mostly just fields, like plains, as you leave the town for the first dozen or so miles. And once you get out to about halfway to the south, you see it's mostly like hills. It's very bumpy, hilly terrain with scatterings of trees and small forests along the way. Then to the north, you also see a very, very large forest to the northeast. You kind of come to the edge of the forest after 8 hours has passed, and the horses start to kind of get tired for all that time. You guys ride back and rejoin the rest of the carriage, not noticing anything else ahead of you. So another 8 hours has passed, making that's maybe 6:30, and basically at this point, Aaron, he kind of reins the horses. Well, it's as far as we're getting today. Could press on if you're in a rush. Otherwise, we should probably make camp here for the night.
I don't think we're in a rush.
It's whatever you guys want to do.
What time will we set back off?
Well, we can head off as soon as you wish in the morning. Say as 5 a.m. for you.
Sounds fair. I'm just going to quickly check the forest. Does anyone want to come with me?
Yep.
Off we go.
Yeah, so Aaron starts basically just tying down the horses' reins and starts setting up a campfire on the side of the road. You guys can head into the forest. So you just want to kind of search around in the forest?
Actually, why are you going to the forest? You know there are orcs nearby, right?
I'd rather know that they're nearby than not. I'd like to check for signs that they've been by with, chopping down trees or tracks or anything. They're not subtle sometimes, and I'm legitimately scared of them. So I'd like to know.
Well, I'd rather have the party stay together, because there aren't many warriors in our group, and if I go with you, I leave the other part of the group exposed. So I say either we all go, or we don't.
And we have a civilian with us. You make a fair point. Alana?
Sure. But I personally would like to check out the forest, but Dubois has a point.
Just give us an hour. I have passed without trace. We'll be there and gone within 2 hours.
Fine, I trust you, but be careful.
Thank you, Dubois. Okay, I cast Pass Without Trace.
And I guess you can technically just cast it on everyone and then head out. So you and Alana head into the forest. takes you like the forest is far off across the field. It's not right directly next to the road. It takes you just about an hour just to get up to the edge of the forest. But once you're there, I need to know if you guys you want to explore at a slow pace, a normal pace, or a quick pace, and basically how deep into the forest you want to go.
Which one will take us about 2 hours?
Well, it depends on how far you want to go, because basically it's rough terrain. So every 2 hours you can go 3 miles if you're going at a normal pace. If you go at a slow pace, then it would be 2 miles every 2 hours. So that's basically 1 mile per hour. And if you want to go at a quick pace but have disadvantage from perception checks, then it would be you get basically 4 miles in, or basically 2 miles in per hour, essentially.
I'd rather go at a quick pace.
A quick.
promised to God.
I go up the trees. I go up to the trees, and I can I jump from branch to branch?
Yeah, you can make an acrobatics check if you want to go from tree to tree. What about Jacket? Are you just walking on the ground?
I'll just walk on the ground. I'd like to check for signs of, chopping down trees, any footprints, like survival check. And also I'd like to look for a sprig of mistletoe or holly or anything.
Yeah, so you can make a wisdom check. Or sorry, not a wisdom check. This would be a nature check for you.
Whee!
Oh, and actually, you can re-roll that because the reason I said wisdom is I want you to make a special check. So it's nature check, but nature's usually intelligence. But in this case, it's going to be wisdom because you're kind of relying on your senses to find this stuff. So you're going to roll wisdom and add your proficiency because you are proficient with...
4, so that's 15.
15. Okay. So yeah, you don't find any mistletoe or holly. You do find a small outcropping of a plant called necrosap. You get 2. Let me see here. 2 leaves of this tiny little necrosap plant, which you can add to your inventory. And you said you were going at a fast pace, so only an hour has passed. You kind of headed. You've gone in a few miles of the forest. Here. Okay. As you are kind of like hopping from tree to tree, you bend down, and did you want to harvest the necrosap?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're kind of bending down, checking out this plant, you don't actually notice until it gets quite close to you, some footsteps. As you quickly turn to look up, you see that actually a group of orcs have approached you in the wilderness here. And I'm actually gonna... And yeah, Alana, you actually see... You're up in a tree still. You also see, at this point, just a few feet off from you guys, across from a tiny little pond, some orcs. And they appear to have noticed you, and they're sort of walking towards you.
Have they noticed
yelling
me?
to each other. Make a stealth check.
Yes, I want to disappear.
What about...
Hold on! I got Jacket. Hold on.
Help me! Pass without trace lasts for an hour, right?
And plus 10, right? For
Yeah, so she would still have pass without a chase.
28.
So, let's see here.
Not bad! For someone that wasn't sneaking shit. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bummed, guys. Nice knowing you.
They do not seem to notice. They do not seem to notice Alana. Jacket, unfortunately, because you were actually looking around for, you were moving at a fast pace. You were unable to stealth. You would have to be moving at a slow pace to have stealth. The only reason Alana was able to stealth is because she's actually out of vision up in the trees. But they do notice you, So I'm gonna actually give you guys a little vision here in just a second. Just gotta grab your tokens.
Brilliant! I just walked right into that trap, didn't I?
But hey, I mean, it was bad luck, really. I rolled for your encounter. So Jack will be there. Alana's kind of up in this tree, and so I'll show you in just a second. Should be able to see. So you can see Hazel's kind of down there, kind of bending over that plant to gather it. Alana, you're kind of up in this tree here, the one you're next to, and you see over here. Oh, and I should make sure vision is turned on because it's currently quite dark. It's still a full new moon. Can't quite see, but you can hear off towards the north. I guess it'd be northwest from where you are. There's footsteps, and you can hear these deep guttural voices. I want both of you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, brilliant. Oh wait, I need to click my token and then press it, don't I?
Yeah, can you see your token?
Yep.
You guys can see that?
Oh, even worse, brilliant.
It's nice knowing you, Jacket.
Bye guys, love you.
Hey, good, fam.
Alright, oh yeah, let me just roll for you guys.
And now Dubois is going to be responsible for your death.
Hey, at least you get to say I told you so.
True.
Yeah, but it's not the kind of I told you so I would want to tell her.
And now, Juno, as it is quite dark in this forest, you basically are pretty much blind up in this tree, as it's complete darkness. But you can see Juno is just ahead of you right here.
Oh, great. So I can see Juno, that's good.
Well,
so...
with your dark vision, I think you would be able to see her, but she's up in the tree. So you know where she is, but you just don't have visual on her yet.
I hold my attack. Wait for them to, wait for the orcs to do something. To, attack Jacket.
I'm frozen
yeah,
in
you
fear.
technically...
Yeah,
Alana, you get a surprise round on the orcs because they did not notice you.
But
So,
I can't see them!
You have no idea where they
But
are.
I'm not! If I could only see them. I don't have anything. I'm blind as a bat. Again.
You could light a torch. You might have some torches, that sort of thing. Here, I gotta roll for it.
Can I move to the other tree?
Yes, you may. It would be an acrobatics check if you want to actually leap across.
Yeah, I'll leap across.
Yeah, go ahead and make acrobatics check.
Roll a 1.
Alright, yeah, you jump across.
What's this one? Or which one is it? Oh, it's one next to Jacket.
So that finishes basically the surprise round as you move across there. And you said you wanted to ready in action?
Yeah, if they attack Jacket.
Yeah, you can just barely make her out below you, next to this little pond. Bring us to Jacket. You're next.
I'm frozen in fear. I'm just... Every part of me is going, oh. Fig and shrooms. Fig and shrooms are just... Oh, nothing... Oh, God. Okay, so this is just... Yeah, I'm holding my action because nothing's gonna come out of Jacket. Not this round.
Right. So if that ends your turn, it's gonna bring us to this guy's turn. So as he's calling out, you can hear in the distance, and sort of a dim light kind of glows around one of them for a moment. So let me just...
Can I use my attack now, or do I really have to wait until...
You currently don't see anyone, so you
Oh,
could
I
just...
thought they had
just
like
be...
a dim light or something.
You don't see them. Jacket sees them
Okay.
with her dark
Alright.
vision. Alright.
Polish yours!
Oh my god.
Okay. So he's gonna ask that.
Okay, one's an orc caster. This is fucking brilliant.
Alright. And let's see. He is going to stay put where he is. That's going to bring us next to the rest of the orc's turn. And they start charging towards you, so let's see here. 30. Go 5, 10. 30. And he's going to use his bonus action to charge towards you and make an attack to you, Jacket.
Mhm.
Go his full, so that's 10, 15, that's 20. And he's going to attack you with his great axe as you see this orc charging through the forest towards you. See here. Does a 10 hit you?
No, it does not. The only thing that doesn't hit me. Hooray!
Lucky you. However, this other one is going to come charging around as well. Can he reach you with his next... He can just barely make it up to you, as he's going to also use his bonus action to charge towards you and swing his great axe. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Alright, and he is going to deal 11 slashing damage to you
No.
as he swings his great axe down at you.
Oh god. 16 or 11?
11 slashing.
Oh boy.
Jenga, Jenga.
These other two. One.
Do I need to wait until all the rounds are finished before I can do my...
Oh,
react-
no, you can interrupt. Yeah, you can attack now that they're... At least you can tell that they're there, but it's still at disadvantage because it's complete darkness. So you want to
That's
make an
alright.
attack.
I sit down on my bottom, go backwards, hang upside down by my legs, and aim down to the ground
Alright, yeah.
at this guy.
So go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
That's
Unfortunately,
bad. That's
You
as
shoot
you
yourself
try
in
to... You're just like completely... It looks way cooler in your head, and you like end up like... You're just hitting a
That's so bad.
squirrel. So no, you miss completely. Bring us to this next orc. Actually, can this guy charge up to you? Let me check. 5, 10, 20. So he'd just be able to make it over those rocks. And so he's gonna make another great axe attack at you, Jacket.
Oh god.
Does 20 hit you?
It fucking does!
Oh my god,
Okay.
Jacket! Jacket!
This is gonna end badly! Can I use my
you-
bonus action to Misty Step away from it?
No, it's a bonus action, it's not a reaction. So you can't
Aw.
actually react. And you end up taking 9 slashing damage.
Oh god, I'm down to my last... Oh, I'm it! I'm down! Fuck!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get me out of there!
Bring us to the last orc's turn. He's gonna go here, 20, and that'll be 30.
Oh, Jacket, roll. See if you go conscious.
Oh yes, yeah, Jacket, you should roll your constitution check. Yes, so you are, because it's 10 plus your level and you're level 3, so yes, you are awake. You're conscious. You're at 0 hit points. You can't move more than 5 feet, and you're prone. So let's see here, though. Can he make it up to you? Well, he actually sees Alana up in the tree after you tried that failed attempt shooting the arrow. So he's going to take out one of his javelins, and he's going to attempt to hit you. And do they have dark vision? Yes, they do. Okay, so he's going to try and hit. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You take 9 piercing damage.
All
As a
right.
javelin zooms out of the darkness and just like skids past your arm, scraping your blood starting to trickle down your arm there. Finishing the first round. Meanwhile, at the camp, Aaron set up the fire. He's also taken out like some spare chicken he had in his pack, and he started roasting it. He's offering it to everyone else.
Oh, we're having a nice dinner over here.
Yeah, well, it's a lovely evening, isn't it? Back to
Nice.
How long have they been gone?
well, they've been gone an hour. Or, sorry, 2 hours. It took them an hour to get to the forest, and an hour they spent exploring. So basically 2 hours at this point.
They should be back soon enough.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Alana, your turn.
All right. I say screw this. I light a torch and throw it down there so I can see. They know I'm here, so
Okay, cool. So you light a torch. That's going to be your action, though, lighting the torch and dropping it. You can still move. But it's going to be your action to do that.
I hop over to this tree.
And hopping over. So you do light the torch, though? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Okay, so it's your action to do that. And if you're going to hop to the other tree, you're going to have to make an acrobatics check. While I find a torch. I didn't even see that roll. What was it? And yeah, you just barely, as you're kind of hanging upside down still, you can like swing yourself and like flip onto the next tree's branch. So you're
Can
like
I-
you're at like at least 15 to 20 feet up above these guys.
Can I get some light?
Yeah, I just dropping the torch there. I'll see. It's right next to Jacket, so it should be here. You should be able to see.
But I
this
can see
time.
them pretty clearly now, right?
So you can see there's about 3 that are immediately surrounding her, and then another that's running towards her from where you can see.
All right.
Can you see that now?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. If that ends your turn, it's gonna bring
It
us
does.
to Jacket. Jacket, what are you up to?
Screw this.
Jacket.
I am going to cast Fog Cloud and then Misty Step over to where Alana is.
Nice. Okay, so fog cloud, and again, that's like a radius of 20, or is it a radius of 20? Yeah. Draw that.
Right when I throw a torch down there so I can see them. We should have. It's okay.
Yeah, we didn't think this through.
We didn't think this through.
To be fair, we did have a lot of chance to think.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's basically just centered on where you were initially. All right, so yeah, that
Yep.
circle is basically the fog cloud, and you can go ahead and Misty Step
Up to the
over-
tree.
Yeah, so they do not get an opportunity attack.
And I'm gonna quickly go take Gooseberry, grab one, please, because I'm out of moves and he can still plop one in my mouth.
Yeah, so if you want to move your token, just so I can see where you teleported to.
Right next to Alana up the tree.
Well, you technically, use your action for a fog cloud. I could say since you didn't move, use that to.
Yeah, I can teleport up to 30 feet, so I assume that can, get up a decent sized tree.
Oh, you're up in the tree. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely teleport up to the tree. I'd say with the rest of your movement, you could just, since you didn't actually move, pop a good berry.
Hooray! 1 health!
So you're back to 1 HP. And that's going to end your turn, because I believe, yeah, you used your action. So it's going to bring us next to this guy's turn.
Wait, are we
He's
now?
going to-
Are the effects of Pass Without Trace still in effect?
I'd say you have like a minute left, because you spent an hour traveling through this forest. So at the end of a minute, then it would probably
10
no
rounds.
longer happen. So this guy, let's see. So he just sees a cloud of fog. What can he do? Okay, he's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Description. Alright, so it's within... range... 60 feet. Alright, so let's see. He's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon... across where you were. That's 50 feet. So you see suddenly a glowing spear, this like blue spectral energy spear, just appears in the area where Jacket was a second ago. Of course, can't see anything in there, so it's all he's going to do with that. And he's going to move as well. He's going to go. Alright, and that's going to end his turn. Bringing us next to the orcs. They're going to attempt to throw javelins at you guys. Starting with you, Alana. So this guy, he is going to roll an attack with his javelin. Let's see. So he rolled a 10, however he's going to use Bless to add a plus D4. The roll. So does a 13 hit you, Alana?
Nope.
So yeah, even with the guidance of his fellow orc, the spear just sticks and like vibrates in the side of the tree there. Another guy is going to attempt to hit you. Another javelin shot. Also going to use his bless. Oh, sorry, no, this one does not have bless. So that is a 9 to hit, which I believe does not work.
Nope.
These guys are going to try and surround you. He's going to go...
I yell out, "Get good! You suck!"
This guy's coming around. They don't understand what you're saying. He's also going to javelin towards you. And
Probably as I
that...
say that, I'm gonna get hit.
Oops.
that is a 20. Unnatural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I believe that hits. And let's see, for damage, you take 6 piercing damage, Alana.
I saw it coming, yeah. Sure.
Alright, this guy, he's gonna run over to the tree where he attacked you last. As he's running by, grab the javelin and come around and also try and hit you, Alana. Whoops,
Okay.
knocking over your torch accidentally. 60. Oh, and I'm sorry, that should be with disadvantage, because you are currently in a fog cloud, so I have to roll...
Oh!
So the other guy was actually a 15.
Oh yeah, it still hits.
So that's... Okay, so that would have hit still. This with disadvantage is going to be... that's going to be a 16, even with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
still hits. Still hits.
So let's see here. That's 5 piercing, as another javelin swings by, just like sliding past your neck, kind of catching you on the blade, and then going off over to this side on the pond. And let's see here. Now, I believe this guy can move his glowing spear. Then moves. Okay, it has to be within 5 feet of... Since he can't see you, he can't attack with it, but he's going to move it. How many feet? 20 feet? Up here. And it's just this glowing spear starts floating up towards you guys. That ends the round, bringing us back to Alana.
I'm getting pretty beat up. I grab on the Jacket's shoulder. Jacket, I suggest we get out of here.
Okay. Let me think. Oh god. Oh god. I got it. So the plan is we're jumping out of the tree, and I'm gonna turn into an elk and start running off.
Okay. As you're jumping out of the tree, just give me an acrobatics check. You transform.
Please. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh no!
So you end up like leaping across 30, like essentially 15 feet. You get away before you actually transform into the elk and land in a running start. So you basically you get out to here before you can actually transform into an elk, and then you can move your full movement. So whatever an elk's speed is, if you have it handy.
50 feet.
Can I jump out of the tree after her and kind of try to land on her back, kind of like Transformer style?
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah. You can also make an acrobatics check as you're jumping out.
Let's see what happens.
Yes, you swing out and you land on her back right after she transforms. Just as like a few more javelins come whizzing past you, and you begin running off. So I know I promised I was gonna get all your transformations check, but I do not have an elk ready. But doesn't matter. I believe your speed is 40 feet as an elk.
I swear. I had it up. Elk.
Do I still have an attack?
I
you
think.
do. Yeah, you do still use your move to do that acrobatics check, so you could use an attack while you're.
I shoot this guy with my bow and arrow.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a disadvantage just because you're riding an animal that does not have a harness, so it's going to be disadvantage, and you know you can't get that. Nope.
Of course.
As you're just like trying to like hold on just with your legs to the back of this elk as you're shooting off an arrow, and he just like deflects it with the blunt of his axe. However, if you're going at 50 feet and you dash, that would be 100 feet away. So yeah, there's no way these guys can catch up with you at that point. So you eventually rush through the forest, making your way
downtown
as quickly as you can.
Wait. We're not going straight back to the camp. We have to divert them, or have they lost us perfectly?
So they can't track us.
They're following you. It's basically the camp is a few miles away, and if you're basically they would go 60 feet every round. So every 6 seconds you would gain 40 feet on them. So after like an hour, you'd be way farther ahead of them.
I know, but we're still going in the direction of the camp, so
They would.
westwards
they might,
quickly?
Yeah, they might. Say you want to head that way? Yeah, you can move that way. And I take it you're moving at a fast pace. So
Yeah, very fast.
We're booking it.
Super duper fast.
So yeah, I'd say you'd be able to make it all the way outside of the forest within an hour over here.
And since the remnants of past radar terrorists happened, they won't have the start of the tracks. But yeah, that's not a lot. A minute left isn't a lot when you're moving 50 feet. Okay. And I suppose when we reach the edge of the forest, we go back south because there's not many ways for them to track an elk.
Yeah. So are you staying as an elk form and then heading, like, just taking Alana back to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it takes you another hour, even going at top speed as this all elk, to cross the plain, going around the long way around the forest, and you see in the distance the campfire.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys, as like essentially 4 hours have passed since you first rested there. So if my time lord back then, you can
It's
figure out what time it is.
10:30, I think.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
I've been keeping track in the corner near Port Vigil.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, no.
No, yeah, you guys went to rest because it took you 8 hours to get there. You rested at around 6.
Okay.
You were gonna wake up at 6:30, but no, yeah, 10 sounds about right. So you guys, you make it to there. Everyone else has had your dinner, had a nice relaxing evening by the fire as you suddenly hear the hooves of this elk charging up behind you guys.
I stand up, equipped for battle.
Yeah, they're a little bit late, so I guess we were about ready to head in there.
You do see a very injured Alana riding on the back of this large elk. What color is the elk's fur?
Sort of like a motley grey, yellow.
And you see this elk charge right up to the edge of the camp. Aaron is already dozed off, asleep by the campfire.
Well, am I glad to see you? So you ran into trouble?
You could say that. I hop down.
And with Alana safely off, I de-transform and wow, am I injured. Wow, I've got a lot of new scratches on me.
I'm immediately going to go to Jacket.
Oh yeah, I also forgot, Jacket, you have a point of exhaustion.
Oh great, disadvantage.
I'm immediately gonna go over to Jacket when I see how wounded they are and be like, oh, well, I'm glad that you took your own advice and avoided the orcs. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
You can go ahead and roll
No
it.
time for jokes. Ow.
Well, you're alive. I'd say that's actually the perfect time for jokes.
Okay. Oh god. Sure, I'll go with that. Oh my god. Ow. And I'll start snacking on good berries myself, and I give one to Dig as a reward.
Okay, it's not showing up in roll 20 again. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna roll it manually.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have to make new ones because it's 6:30, so yeah, I cast new good berries, so that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So that's 4 health points.
You get 6 from me.
Hooray! 11 health points. Yeah, I'm pretty... Oh, thank you very much. Oh, Fig. That was close.
Rahaj,
Let's not do that again.
You actually see Rahaj walking towards the camp as well. He kind of wandered off while you guys were. Oh, what the hell happened to you?
There's a band of orcs in the forest.
And you just decided to go traipsing off by yourself. Wonderful.
Actually, I was scouting to see if there were any orcs. Guess what? There are.
Well, at least it wasn't me getting knocked out this time.
No one got knocked out.
I'm going to turn to Alana and say, how injured are you? Would you like some healing to be a little bit better than fine?
Just kind of grumbles, I guess.
Okay, I will cast Cure Wounds on you as well.
Alana, thank you for getting my mind straight. I was panicked. I thank you for telling me.
Well, I couldn't really help you much.
It's better than nothing. I thought I was gonna die. Again. Shit.
By the way, you both, I guess I'm the Earthmancer, so I have to do this. Let's see. So both of you get 100 experience points.
Not bad.
Nice.
See, that's what you get for scouting in the forest, guys. Reward. Terrifying reward, but reward nonetheless.
Reward and almost death.
I'm just gonna fall asleep in the carriage if that's alright with everyone.
Before you sleep, do we have to worry about being found by a party of orcs?
My question exactly.
Well,
We tried to lead them off by going a bit west for a bit. Hopefully they lost the trail.
I think we have a few hours on them, at least.
I suppose we'll just have to keep a watchful eye tonight while we rest.
Sorry.
So hard to get a full night's rest with you. Very well, I'll take first watch. I mean, Rahaj will take first watch.
It doesn't seem safe to watch alone, so I'll join you.
Yes.
I'll take some second with someone else.
I only need 4 hours to rest regardless anyway.
You and me.
Right. So yeah, Rahaj and Rana, you guys both stay up for about 2 hours. You can get away with 2 hours of just light, watching over the party. The full rest. So you make a perception check, and Rahaj is also going to make a perception check as 2 hours pass.
Is it still only 2 hours for me, considering I only sleep for 4?
Well, so yeah, basically you're staying up for 2 hours, keeping watch. It'd still only be 4 hours though to get a full rest. I mean, like if you wanted to spend less time watch duty, but basically all it means is you can stay up a maximum of 2 hours on watch duty, but then you have to pass it over to someone else or you won't get a full rest.
Okay.
Let's see, Rahaj is also going to make a perception check. I see everything. No,
Rahaj,
you don't see any orcs. Like a herd of horses you can hear in the distance passing by to the south, but nothing other than that. 2 hours pass. Eventually, Rahaj goes to sleep. You
disconnected. Can't hear much.
DM's gone! DM's gone!
Party!
We're the DM now!
The
Give
robot
yourself
is
500
rebooting.
XP for no reason.
All the orcs are
Ascension to
dead.
godhood.
check
We
hello.
all
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hear me now. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened. I was just saying you guys saw nothing, and Rahaj and Rana begin sleeping / meditating. So Dubois, you can take second watch, and if anyone else wants to help them on watch.
I guess I
Did I
will,
disconnect
since
again?
I
I
have
did.
dark vision.
Alright, so Dubois and Bliv, you can make a perception check as well.
I'm so good at these.
Huh.
Nice.
Oh, I was joking, but I actually did good.
See beyond.
She sees where spellbook is.
Thing. Yeah, no, you don't notice anything. Another 2 hours pass before you guys get tired. Does anyone want to go on the third watch?
Jacket's awake now, so she'll take the watch.
By the way,
And I
Em,
don't have exhaustion anymore. Whee!
has my voice been robotic at all?
Little bit.
Lately?
Here
Since
and
you
there.
disconnected and came back, it's been a little bit, but it's not as bad as before.
Yeah. I think my connection is really bad on Discord, which is... Then it comes back. Oh well, technology. So yeah, whoever's taking third watch, you guys can make your perception checks. You spend another 2 hours. This would be like the 6 hours total that have passed.
Okay.
Jackie, you do not notice any orcs or anything else approaching the party.
Yeah.
And so then the fourth and final watch for the last 2 hours, you guys can... who's taking the last watch? Rana, you are awake at this point. So is Jacket.
I
Well, we
will.
want to leave at 5, right?
But everyone
So-
needs a full night's rest.
Right,
So-
right. Okay, alright.
Wait, if we put a carriage, can't people just sleep in there while we move?
Well, it's not actually a carriage, it's more of a wagon.
Oh. Well, can't we sleep in a wagon?
Well, the horses also need to rest. They can only go 8 hours without doing a
Oh,
constitution check.
I guess I'll make another perception check. Oh, this one's the worst.
I'm awake now as well, so I will make one too. Oh, great. Ban my freaking dice!
Yeah, so Jacket, you actually hear something to the south of you. And you kind of walk over. It's coming towards the road. And as you walk over, suddenly you find a cool-looking rock. It's kind of in the shape of a salamander.
Salamander.
Cool. Yeah, salamander-shaped
What?
rock. Kind of has like this weird pattern on it. But then you go
Okay.
back to the campsite and nothing happens.
What? So wait, I just looked at the rock and went back. A weird-looking rock
Yep.
is in the middle. I didn't do anything
Well,
to it. I looked at it and went, "What?"
It's up to you, but I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It's also really dark. You know, the sun hasn't quite risen at this point.
Wait, no. I swear I saw that. I saw a weird-looking salamander rock. This is just.
You go back to look at it, and it's just not there anymore.
Okay,
It was a real
that's fucking
salamander.
freaky. Okay, I'm going to just, quickly, speak Sylvan and say, if there are any pixies, fae, or fairies watching this right now, show yourself.
I'm gonna overhear you just talking and just be like, Jacket, perhaps you should go back to sleep for a little bit longer.
No,
Yeah,
there's something
there's
weird
no
here.
response.
There was a rock.
No response. As the 2 hours pass of Jacket trying to speak Sylvan to a mysterious rock, and the rest of you guys have to consciousness. Aaron wakes up with a yawn. Oh, not the best sleep I've had, but not too bad. Well, does anyone feel like breakfast?
Sure.
Excellent. And he starts taking out some rations, just some like little kind of muffin type biscuit things, and starts passing them out.
Delicious.
We should probably.
Yeah, they're very
eat
kind of
and walk.
dry and stale, but it's food.
Not as good as dinner last night, but it'll do in a pinch. We do need to get on the road.
Hmm. Let's be careful for any ambush. I'm sure since they didn't come, they must be waiting.
Our numbers
Wow,
between 1 and
Stefano.
20.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's
like
good work. All right,
Guys, keep
so
an eye out. There was a freaky rock. I tried to speak to it, but it just disappeared. I think they might be following us.
Jacket, was there any lasting damage from that? Perhaps a hit to the head that we need to be aware of in the future?
No, I swear it was weird looking, and it was there, and it was but babe, no, it was there. I swear.
I'm just gonna, like, pat Jacket's back and, like, help her into the cart. Just be like, alright, you can tell me all about this rock in the cart. Let's go.
Don't treat me like a child. I know when something's up.
I'm sure you do, of course you do. Tell me all about what's up as we're going. We'll keep an eye out for the rock.
The magical rock.
exactly.
Not crazy.
All right, so if you guys want to head out, it's gonna take another 8 hours to get to Ajoraville, basically. So
All right.
You follow the road. Aaron takes up the reins of the wagon as you all jump on, and Picard and Alana, were you gonna go separately again?
If you want to, Picard. I mean, Dubois, it's all up to you.
Actually, no. Let's stay all together because I would expect an ambush, and
All
being far up front would be pretty dumb.
All right, cool.
But I'd like to
So
keep
Aaron
an eye on the forest.
starts taking the reins, and he drives you guys all the way up the road. Takes you several hours as you pass more countryside. Mostly just hills to the south of you, and just all forest to the north. But eventually you come around a bend north in the road, and you can see a tiny village in the north. Jacket, yes? You
I'd like to
next?
perception check for that fucking rock.
And if you want to keep an eye out, you can roll a perception check.
Where's the fucking rock?
You do not see any rocks that are shaped like salamanders. You see one that's kind of shaped like an old man's face, but like very loosely. Like you really have to stretch your imagination.
There. Oh, never mind. It's just an old man. It's not a salamander. Keep going.
Yeah, and so you're eventually wheeled into the town of Ajoraville. This one is much smaller than Port Vigil. This looks like its population 200 max, be 100 even. Just a few small houses. You can see farmlands surrounding the village. You can also see to the north there is a lighthouse, sort of basically a tower with this burning flame in it. on the edge of the coast to the north. And then, of course, the forest surrounds the south side of the village. As you wheel into town, Aaron, he stops the cart. Well, that brings us to Ajoraville. Welcome to our town. I hope you enjoy your stay and wish you the best in discovering what happened to the Priors. They were good folk. We're all quite disturbed about what happened to them.
Thank you, good man.
Picks up the reins and he drives off, leaving you guys.
Wait, 1 second. I've got a question.
Of course.
You have been around a while and know the local population and stories, wouldn't you?
I know a thing or two.
18 years ago, someone went missing in the forest, somewhat similar to the Priors. Can you tell me anything about that?
Give me a charisma investigation check. So
So
it's
just charisma and then add investigation?
if you're proficient with it.
13. Oh no, I'm not proficient with investigation, so just 11.
No, so just 11. 18 years ago. Well, I do recall something about a young woman, a pregnant woman going missing in the woods, but beyond that, I don't know much.
Thank you. On your way, and I pass him 5 silver. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. Yeah, he drives off. Yeah, you guys are standing in the middle. You can actually see there is a marketplace setting up. What time is it at this point? Would it be
2:30.
8 hours to get here?
From 6:30 to 2:30.
Where's my time lord?
Can you hear me?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys, you stroll into village. We'll take a 10-minute break now. So we'll meet back at 54 minutes past the hour. Hopefully Richard can get his butt here by then. Yeah, I will see you then.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, welcome back to another session of 20 Sides. And pick up as you guys are coming into Ajoraville. Aaron has wheeled his cart off somewhere into town. You guys actually see in front of you the market. Ajoraville, let me... you guys should all... and it's basically, there's just like this one store with kind of like a stall set up out front with all its goods. You can all see it, and it looks to be pretty much the only store in town.
Scrap metal.
A used book of
The
ultimatum.
ultimatum is expensive these days.
Wow.
Books in general, in like small towns like this, where only, most people don't read much other than the ultimatum. Like, it's rare for more exotic books to actually make it to...
Wait. Curly-haired old lady behind the counter tells about a grandson who serves as an alkali about Celestia. Who's your son? Grandson? What's his name?
Hold up, what was that? What did you say?
This scully-haired old lady tells you behind the counter tells about your grandson who was accepted as like about Celestia. I want to know who this is.
Oh my
Oh, that's
Who
god.
do you think it is?
I feel like my soul just...
I'd like to know about my grandson, would you?
Yes, we were in Mount Celestia recently, and we might have met him.
Oh, yes. Ian is such a bright young boy. It's the first time anyone in our family has made it to the temple. We're so proud of him. Would you
Ian?
like to see this sketch that I had drawn of him? I have a few. And she, begins, turning to side underneath the desk. Here's one when he was but a baby. Can't you see?
Good.
Can't you see? He has my nose. See? Yes. There. And she spends, goes on for 15 minutes. And then there was this that we couldn't find him. He's just so good at hiding that Ian. Just lots of random stories. No, it does not seem to be related to anybody you know.
When she's done with her stories, I'd like to actually buy something.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go ahead and... also, the quantity is missing on bedrolls, but they have 5 bedrolls.
Okay, 75 times 3. I want to buy the vials. I'm just trying to figure out how much it is, in terms of gold.
Well, 75, like, 1 copper piece is like 0.01 gold. So that's basically 0.75 gold.
So if I just give her 1 gold piece, it'd be like enough.
You'd get
Yep.
25 copper back.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Then I'm just going to hold out a gold piece to her and say, I'll take your vials if that's all right. And since you've been so lovely to us and told us such wonderful stories, you can keep the change for yourself.
Oh, you're such a lovely young woman. Thank you. So how many vials? You're just taking the 1?
It says there are 3, so I'm taking all 3.
All 3? Okay, yeah. So that would be like 225 copper pieces. So 2 gold and some change.
So I'll just give her 3 gold.
3 gold, yeah.
And, ma'am, I'm sorry to disturb you, but we'd like to ask a few questions. We're here to investigate the murder and the kidnapping.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Why you want to talk to me?
Is there anyone to talk to then? Anyone who knew the Priors very well? Or lived next door?
Well, lots of people knew the prize. Make another investigation charisma check. So
Okay, charisma. Whoop-de-doo.
Wait, since I gave her some good money, does that mean that Jackie can have advantage?
you gave her money, not Jack.
Yeah, but
So
alright.
completely other person.
I tried.
Yay, there he is!
Whippy!
What's going on? All right.
Raj, can you help us out? We're trying to talk to this lady.
Oh yeah. Tell him he's.
I just said get in
Don't worry.
Discord.
Up
Yeah,
Discord.
And while he's doing that, I want to buy a few pieces of that scrap metal.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hello.
I cast Inflict Wounds on Alana.
Already?
Oh.
Hey everybody. Sorry I'm late.
No problem.
Just finished
Cool.
callback.
Swing some information out of this lady, please.
And surprisingly, it wasn't you who almost died this time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never die.
Very
I
funny.
died.
So yeah,
Everton.
it's Electrum. I don't want to give it up. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 4 pieces of scrap metal.
What's happening right now?
Well, everyone's buying shit from this old lady who knows someone in Mount Celestia, and I'm trying to actually solve the mystery.
Yeah. Also, yeah, basically, Raj, what you missed was you guys hopped on a wagon to Ajoraville. You never actually found out anything about the Temptress. Looked like maybe it was just a rumor after all, as far as you know. And you got on the wagon to Ajoraville. You had to. It takes basically 2 days to get there. You can't make it all the way in one trip. So you rested and made camp for the night. And during which time Jack and Alana went off exploring the woods, and they were beset by a small group of orcs who almost killed them, but they managed to run away in time. And they didn't seem to pop up again after they escaped. So you guys, the next morning, head out, and then you just basically now made it into town in Ajoraville. Alana.
So we're all in the shop, right?
Alana, can you hear me?
Hold on. So are we all in the shop?
Well, here.
Can you?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you,
can hear-
but apparently Alana can't hear you.
No, I can hear her.
Or
I
you
don't hear.
can't
Oh wait,
hear
you know
her.
what it is? Yeah, no, that's what it is. Because before she was echoing, so I muted her, but now she's probably not echoing.
So
Alana, talk now.
Hello?
We've been having. Raj, you basically also just missed like at least half an hour of technical difficulties. So.
Can you
Hey.
hear me, Tristan?
Yeah, I hear you now.
We're all in the shop, right? In the
Yeah, you're all like sitting outside of it. Yeah.
well, I'm browsing through the items that she has, and I kind of pull out the bow, and I kind of check it out, just kind of like a kid, just kind of rummaging through the shop and everything. Take out the bow, and just kind of quick draw, and point it at Seth as a joke.
Well, I like Can I see that? Like you're doing that so I can see?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just
Go
like
ahead and
I
pull the
stumbled
back.
backwards for a second. I'm like, what? I don't understand.
It's a joke.
Oh shit!
And
Is
I
there a
just put it
giant?
back.
Oh.
You just suffer
You know what?
with
Don't
the
worry about it.
sense
No,
of humor.
don't worry about it. It's not even a. Never mind. I just put it back. Just put the short bow back. Got it too soon. All right. I just listen. I put it back.
Please don't let me know if you need to touch any of the merchandise. I can grab it for you.
I had a question.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Blivette.
How big are the pieces of scrap metal?
Scrap metal. They're all different pieces. It's basically whatever you need. Like whatever you can make out of it. It's like all-purpose scrap metal.
I mean, like, how big are the pieces, though?
Individual pieces, like they're probably the size of a tiny creature. Like the biggest, at the biggest. Some of them are even smaller. Some of them are just like tiny bits of like chain and like buckles from belts that have kind of fallen apart. It's all just discarded material.
I'm gonna get 4 of the biggest pieces.
So how many gold pieces worth of the material do you want?
How much will 4 gold get me? Like 1 gold a piece, or?
Yeah, well, like, yeah, it's you can get 1 gold pieces of scrap metal could be like a lot of things. It could be just like a handful of lots of little pieces, or it could be like 1 big piece. So yeah, you could get like 4 big pieces of scrap metal for.
How big are 3
for 4
big
gold.
pieces and a handful of little pieces?
So yeah, that'd be like 4 gold.
Okay. Is there any weight on those?
No, they're minuscule.
Alrighty.
Hey, what time is it?
Currently, you just came into town at, is it 10? No, it's 2:30 p.m.
Is this spooky, scary, curly-haired girl that likes talking about her grandson? Is that the only store here?
Yep.
That's the only store in town. It's a very small town. Like 1 street and then just like houses. all
Okay,
around,
cool.
with trees and
surprised
stuff
there's a
and
store.
hill.
Do I need
Yeah.
to end this? Nope. I'm gonna message somebody that knows what's happening. Hold on.
Basically, Raj has been shady the whole time.
Yeah, just kind of like hanging out for a long time in this room.
Wandering
okay.
off on his own.
I can have my private time. That's, you know.
For a long time.
Suspiciously rolling to face away from the door when people come in.
It's okay, man. I understand you.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad we don't like killing each other anymore.
Best friend.
Well, what do we want to do now?
Should
Can I pull
probably
Rahaj
go-
aside for a bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rahaj, you with the silver tongue. Please help me investigate this bloody murder. I can't talk to people today. I just had a near-death experience yesterday. I'm going a bit wild looking for a salamander rock.
Is my tongue really that, like, metallic? And he pulls out his tongue and tries to look at it.
Oh, very fucking funny. Please help me out here.
Murders. You spoke to Raj when he was at the tree. Is this the whole Feywild thing you were speaking of?
Yes, the Feywild, the 2 children are kidnapped and what? Oh my god. Just, help me talk to people who would know what happened. There's something that happened 18 years ago where a pregnant lady went missing. And now there's a woodsman that's been murdered by probably Faye with 2 missing kids. It seems too coincidental. I'd like to know what happened in both ends.
Did your accent change?
Yes, I try to look fancy to people I've just met, but now I've given the frig up. Please.
Okay, I understand. Sorry, apologies. I totally understand.
Professionalism is thrown out the window when I saw a salamander rock.
Sure, just, firstly, don't know what that is. Point me in the direction I'll talk.
What?
Just
I actually didn't hear what you said.
Tell me who to talk to.
Anyone who looks older than 50 should know every old story. Basically, anyone who would have been young by the time they were 18, and someone who might be in charge of the investigation. Maybe a neighbor of the woodsman. And if they have a pet, I'd love for them to have a pet. Then I could ask the pet what happened.
Okay, I'll help. Sure.
Really?
I mean,
Thank you.
don't really have much better to do. I mean, you guys are the ones with lives on the line. I'll do whatever.
Thank you.
Hey, but guess what?
What?
You're gonna have to owe me 2 if you want my help.
Do what?
2 favors.
At this rate, I'll never stop owing you favors, and I don't quite mind.
I'll take something other than favors.
Like what?
How much gold do you have?
30.
Insight check.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Ooh, that's wisdom. Ew. Ew.
Yeah. She seems to be telling the truth.
Sounds fair to
Actually, only
Raj.
traded gold.
Sounds fair to Raj.
What? No, I've been saving this, but... Wait. You want money to just look up for 2 kids who have been friggin' kidnapped?
We are making a deal. You give back enough after I give you one.
Okay, there'll always be more gold. 30 gold, you help me look for kids.
Done.
Fine. Fucking jackass.
Hey, out of character, I would have gone as low as 10, but thank you for 30. Very kind of you. Alright, we have a deal. Raj takes the money, puts it away very quickly.
Okay, come on, let's go. Ask around, help me out here.
I'll follow you.
Roll that prescience.
Don't even try. Lead me to where you want to go.
Okay, I kind of want to just walk around and, ask, some middle-aged to really old people in the town, where they lived, what happened 18 years ago, and what they know about it, what's going on.
But
Right. And Raj is assisting you?
Yeah,
Are
he's
you
basically doing the talking.
she's assisting me.
So Raj, you can basically roll a charisma investigation check. So it's charisma plus your investigation if you are proficient with that skill. It's charisma plus your proficiency if you have investigation.
Do I get advantage because of her help? Or
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, you roll with advantage.
2 1s, here we go. That's 1-1.
So yeah, you ask around a few people. They did know the prize. As I mentioned before, the father of the prize was a lumberjack. His name was David. His wife's name was Hazel. They had a daughter named Thomason and a baby named Gilbert. The daughter Thomason and Gilbert are missing. So there's not much to say about the baby. He's a newborn, about like a year old at most. However, Thomason seems to be quite popular. Based on the people we've talked in town, she's very well liked by everyone that you talk to. They all have good things to say. They mentioned that she was very devout, and she's often seen carrying a copy of the Ultimatum with her. She would sometimes work a bit at the general store. Also spent a lot of time at the lighthouse. They mentioned, however, as you're talking to more people, you notice that everyone really likes Thomasin, except for the girls. The women in town seem to have a completely different opinion of her than the men. As the more women you talk to, they tell you how she was really nasty. She'd do lots of pranks on people and embarrass them in public and say nasty things about them behind their back. And so a lot of the women are very they kind of feel sorry for her, but at the same time they're not too sad she's gone. Meanwhile, the boys, especially the young men, the young older teenage boys, they all seem to be smitten with her. They think she's the greatest, nicest, most beautiful girl that they've ever met. Other than that, you don't really get much other information. Blivette, you had a question.
About how old is Thomasin?
From what you gathered talking to them, she's about 18 years old.
Alright.
And they do also mention where their house was located. It was just kind of a little to the south of town near the forest. Right?
I propose that we should probably ask around to see where the father went into the woods for work. That's probably where, we may find some clues there.
Just 1 second. Back to the general store real quick.
Yeah, you want to go into the general store, Jacket?
Yeah. Ma'am, could I quickly look through that book? The Ultimatum.
Oh, that will be... Let me check the thing. If you wish to look through it, it will be just... Oh, yes, it's just 15 gold. Thank you. She has it kind of up on a shelf behind her.
Oh my god. Rahaj, help me out here. You stole all my money.
Stole is a very vicious word.
It's a very correct word. Now, are you a holy man or aren't you?
Depends who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Sure.
Just tell her that you'd like to read an old passage, that you missed something or other. That you haven't read the Ultimatum in a while. Just tell her to get it down there so we can read it for a bit.
Raj turns to the... Is she... How old is she?
Oh, she looks like she's in her 70s at least.
Hello, Raj Mahal, at your service.
Nice to meet you, young man.
Young? You look just my age, is this not true?
Oh, you're too kind, thank you.
See. Do you happen to be an Ultiman?
Yes, what a silly question, of course I am.
It's just, the Ultiman rays are almost as radiant as your smile. Raj would like to ask you. Rahaj's friend here, the one that looks homeless. She is trying to find Ultima, and Rahaj is nothing but a follower of Ultima. He has a favorite verse. If you could borrow the book for just a moment, so he could read it to her. What really is the cost of bringing another to the light of Ultima?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I help him? I'm just sort of going on his shoulder yes, I want to see if Ultima has the light.
Okay, you can roll with advantage.
We don't deserve that, but I'll take it. 2 ones. I'll take that.
Alright, you can look at it just for a moment, please. But just be careful, it belonged to a girl who used to work here, and she brings it down and hands it to you. You start flipping through the pages. As you do, a note kind of falls out of the book.
I pick it up.
Do
and it seems to be ripped partially. As you can't read the entire note. It seems to be the end of a note. But both of you guys see it. So Richard and Hazel.
Written in common or?
Ooh,
Written common.
it's infernal. I dropped this. Winks to Jacket. I'm lying.
Okay, if you're done with the book now, then it just goes right up here.
Yes, verse 24 of Nicholas, my favorite. Wait, you said that book belonged to a girl. Do we already know that the girl worked here, or is this something we haven't found out yet?
No, you found that out by talking to people.
Ah, good. I'll just walk out now.
Yeah, so you find the note. Alana.
After having all this conversation, and Seth and I have been talking, and I was drinking from my water skin, and when he said practice together, I just spit some water out. And I'm like, and I get water all over the front of my shirt.
No.
I brush it off, and I'm like,
You should spit it on Sephiroth.
like a spit take.
Yeah. Like a seltzer bottle.
Oh my god.
I look down. I look up and I say, I see practice has already begun.
We should probably go talk to the others. See what
Oh,
they're
I
up
see.
to.
Are they gonna?
You know.
I agree, we have some work to see to. We can practice at any time, perhaps at night.
I just go into a coughing fit.
I pat her on the back to help her get over her coughing fit. And we'll rejoin the others.
Thanks. So yeah, I join the others.
So you have this note. What do you guys do?
I don't know what you guys are laughing at. Hey, which one of us has the note, Jacket? Or
You do.
Hazel?
You picked it up. Oh, I dropped this. And you
Oh,
did
yeah.
it snap,
Uh,
probably. In the direction of the old lady, probably.
Mm-hmm. You know it. I walk out to the group, who I'm guessing isn't in the store still, and I'll walk out to him and be like, so, Jacket did some cool things. We found a note. You want to read it?
What's the note? Yeah, read it.
It's from Thompson. It says
I'll-
something about the lighthouse.
Let Rahaj read it, actually.
Hi.
A dramatic reading.
I should definitely find where that is. There it is. Top of the lighthouse at 10:30 a.m. southwest towards Garenwood. Bring a handsome tiefling. He will be much needed for the ceremony. Don't know what that last part means, but
Celestia,
We don't have one of
help me.
We don't have one of
And,
those.
You guys also see it's actually ripped off. So this is the end, sort of the right side of a note that's been torn.
oh. Well,
So that's what the ... means. It's like it just begins there in the sentence.
so the beginning of this could be never ever ever go to the top of the lighthouse at 10:30 a.m. Just throwing that out there.
Well, if we're looking to find someone, the best way to do so would probably be to retrace their steps.
Yeah, we found where the house was. It's down south of here, near the forest. Follow me.
Hey Tristan, did I
Yes.
see any skulls in the bookstore or the general goods store?
Perception check.
I don't do it enough. I need to do more. It has a ceiling. Got it.
Nope. You don't even see the ceiling.
Oh no!
It goes
All right.
on
What are you guys up to?
So are we going to go to the house or the lighthouse?
Try residence first. Going to a lighthouse would be very
Hey,
risky
better
right now, and it's not
residence.
10:30 a.m.
Lighthouses are known for how dangerous they are. That is a good call, Jacket.
You know, you're quite a
Alright.
funny man, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm an asshole, really.
At least you're self-aware.
Thanks, boo.
What's a
So do you guys see your tokens down here?
Yeah.
While you guys are doing that, just arrange your tokens wherever you want to be in each other.
Do we have a marching order? Oh no.
Yeah, basically going from left to right, left being the front.
Let's walk in arrow order.
Like a flock of geese.
You all go like arm.
Everybody get into formation.
Raj is walking away with miles.
Man, we are quite the. I'm not in the front.
What is
I
this
died
order?
last. Stop going backwards.
Right, you know what? You can just arrange
Wow,
yourself.
what is happening?
I'm not waiting for you.
Yeah, this
We
is
scramble
perfect.
around like chickens for a minute, and then we decide that Picard goes first.
Casey's actually on my shoulders. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh, ew, wait.
Oh,
I
Jesus
hate this
Christ.
already.
American Horror Story has already been here. Ooh.
So hold on, I just
I'll march next to Rana. Because, whatever.
Wow, what a good reason. I'm very touched.
I'd like to perception check for a rock. Specific kids like something.
hold up now. So as you guys are walking towards this this house, yeah, it kind of winds through a couple of trees. There's a little path leads up to this house, kind of slightly up on a hill. There's lots of chopped wood at the side and like these huge logs along the side of the forest. You come to a fence, which leads to a house. The house is completely charred. Like all the walls are burnt. The roof has like collapsed from fire. All it remains are some stone supports and the floor, obviously. And as you come up along the road to the front of the house, you see a large pentagram painted onto the ground in what appears to be dried up blood.
Ooh.
Tristan, would Rahaj know anything? Would any pentagrams be connected to any, older powers? Would Rahaj have read it anytime? Would he know anything?
You can make a Arcana check if you wish.
I think we actually figured this out last.
Yeah, it's from the archway. Can I look for a rock now?
Ah! That is a star on the ground.
Yeah, you're not familiar with it. If you want to look around, Jacket, are you specifically looking for a salamander-shaped rock?
Just any rock that looks specifically weird, like not a rock, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and are you looking what general area? Like in front of the house, around in the forest?
I'm thinking near the forest. What's following us, behind us? Because it wasn't near the camp. It wasn't in front of us. It was kind of sitting next to us.
Wait.
And to give you guys an idea, the forest is basically around the south and the west side of this house. But you can roll perception, Jack.
Hey, this goat,
Where's that rock?
is it alive?
You do, as you come closer, see there's a goat that's kind of just nibbling on some of the grass there.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself just in case anything happens.
We both have horns.
Yes.
Pet! Oh my god, guys, I've got this. Don't worry. Speak with animals. Can I cast as a ritual as they investigate?
Yes, you may. So, you spend a good 10 minutes at first just looking out at the forest. So about 10 minutes passed, don't notice anything. Also, for my Time Lord, it took you guys about half an hour just to walk here from the village.
Alright.
But yeah, you don't notice anything in the trees suspicious. So while you're doing that, before you can finish casting Speak with Animals, what's everyone else up to? Alana?
I wanted to skirt around the pentagram and approach the house.
Yep. So you walk up closer, you can see there's this burnt tree at the side of the house. The walls are completely destroyed in. And doesn't seem to be any furniture or anything left intact from the fire. If you want to look around that area, you can give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can I check the house in the pentagram area for skulls? Because it's
Wow.
all
I
I
just
ever
wanna-
do.
I just want to check the pentagram itself.
Yeah, so Rana, if you're checking the pentagram, you can also give me an Arcana check. And
Whoa!
Raj, you can make an investigation check.
Investigation? Uh-oh. Okay.
Yes.
That's perception. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen because I clicked on that wrong.
Alana, you don't find anything. Just lots of rubble, crumpled, like bits of charred wood. But nothing in the rubble there.
17.
Rahaj, on the other hand, you do find as you're looking around on that side of the house what appears to be a hatch on the side of the house that leads to the basement, although it is covered by a lot of rubble. So you would have to kind of clear the rubble to get inside, but it does seem to be going down into a cellar.
Can I see
area.
that he sees something? And I go
No.
over there and I'm nosy.
You have a natural 1. You can barely see your face.
You spend like about a good 10 minutes, kind of just 10 minutes, kind of like looking under rubble just in case you haven't missed anything, but you don't notice anything. At this point, now Jack would begin casting Speak with Animals, as you didn't notice anything in the forest. Meanwhile, Rana.
Yeah.
No skulls, just thatch.
The world is cruel.
Rana, you do recognize the pentagram. It is the symbol of an archfey, known in legends only as the Shrike.
Raj kind of wants to...
worshipped by. It's often worshipped by green hags, as sort of like a creature of like a patron of theirs that like offers them power in exchange for sacrifices and the like.
Is there any way to
basically
tell?
all you know about that one.
Is there any way to tell if the blood on the ground is like human blood or if it's like animal blood? Is there any check I could do to tell?
That would be a nature check, as you can begin searching that. But around the same time, unless anyone else, Blivette or Dubois, you wanted to do something?
No, I'm just observing.
Keep an eye on the forest, please. I don't want orcs to surprise us again.
Well, yeah, if you're kind of just keeping a lookout, you both, Blivette and Dubois, can give me perception checks while they're... And what about Sethanon? What are you up to?
I will also watch.
So you can also make perception.
Forest is up north, correct?
Sorry, which one? What's up north?
The forest is up north, is it?
No, the forest is kind of surrounding the house to the south side and the west side.
Okay.
West side?
So kind of basically behind the house. Yeah, none of you guys notice anything. It's just you guys and this goat off in the corner. Nobody seems to be doing anything.
That's my boy.
Rana, you spend a good 10 minutes as you're kind of like trying to figure out, like, smell this blood, see if you recognize it. Meanwhile, Jacket, you complete your Speak with Animals ritual.
Excuse me, goat. I have a favor to ask of you, in exchange for something that will mean that you don't have to eat for a whole day.
You guys do hear Jacket talking normally. She's not making goat sounds. It's just she forms kind of like a telepathic link with the animal, so only she can understand what it's saying. However, the goat, it stops nibbling on the ground and looks at you, and it turns and starts running off into the forest.
Oh. Goodbye,
No,
goat.
wait! Please listen to me. It's about the family that was living here. Were they your owners? Didn't they help you? Didn't they feed you?
I don't think this is good.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay, come on. Ah! Okay, I'm burning some fucking inspiration. I might as well. Oh, come on!
You suck.
Awful. It really doesn't want to.
So you actually can't. Jacket, you can keep your inspiration, because inspiration just gives you advantage, and if you already have advantage, you can't get more advantage.
Oh, okay, so screw that.
So yeah,
Screw that.
it wouldn't have affected. It just keeps running off into the forest.
Well,
That was enough.
at least
I
gone.
can shoot it.
Keep an eye on this goat. It's
Please don't.
it's a classic sign.
It's a joke.
I don't get it.
It was a
See, I
very
work
good one.
on jokes. I point at Sethanon and I wink.
I see.
Hey, winking's
Oh,
nice.
oh, because of the time Sethanon nearly died. That's
No,
fucking
well,
hilarious.
something along that line.
Okay, but yeah, please don't shoot the goat. Yeah, keep an eye out for it. And okay, birds. Are there any birds that can tell me what happened here? No.
There, aside from the goat, you see no wildlife around here, and even Dig in your pocket seems very squirmish. Rana, you do not smelling the blood. You're not quite
It's
sure.
blood.
what- It's just blood. You're not sure what it is.
Right.
Hush.
Hey, Rana. You seem to be investigating the pentagram. Would you say it's safe for Rahaz to just like stand in the middle and like lie down?
Sure.
Alright,
That
I do
sounds very unsafe.
it.
Alright, so you lie down. You do also notice that there are some pegs with ropes attached to them in the middle of the... not in the middle, kind of like on the edges where... So if you were to like lay out with your arms out, then it would be where your arms were if you were lying in the middle. But they seem to just be these slack ropes tied to pegs in the pentagram. You lie down. The ground is cold. Kind of dirty.
Would you
If you're
believe
trying to retrace some steps, I'm sure we can go the full mile. Do you want me to tie you down?
Would you be surprised if Rahaz just said he has been in this position before?
Not at all.
Yeah, let's do it. And he'll put out his hands.
And did you want to do anything else, Casey?
I was actually gonna go over and interact with Rahaj, so that killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
What do you mean kill 2
Oh,
birds with 1 stone? What?
Oh, you said
Yeah.
okay to me tying you down? Because I'll actually...
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure, I'll tie him down.
Cool.
This seems very
you
highly unrecommended.
So yeah, you find ropes at you tie him up on his arms and also at his legs, so he's completely restrained there. And meanwhile, Blivette.
Oh, wait.
I had a thought. You know how we were told 18 years ago a pregnant woman disappeared, and this time it's a woman with an infant? I don't remember where I was going with this. Never mind.
Where you're going with this is that, Rahaj, we need to get you pregnant.
Ah, Rana, do we have a safe word?
That would have been discussed beforehand. I
Blivette just
suppose.
turns around and covers her face, and she's just like, why?
No,
I have
No
no idea what's
kink
going
shaming.
on, and I don't think I want to know what's going on.
This is the weirdest fan fiction I've ever been a part of.
It's not fiction if it's happening in canon.
Oh yeah, this is all canon.
Not wrong.
Oh no.
Alright, I don't think anything's happening.
Bracket.
No.
What's
Okay, I'd like to ask Dig what's got him so rattled and unnerved.
We need to get away from here.
What's up? What's happening?
Master, can we go, please? I don't
What
know.
do you say?
I don't like it. I don't like it here.
What's it smell like? What's it feel like? What's here?
Blood, death. I don't like it. Let's go.
Guys, my rat says it's pretty unsafe to be here.
Your
Please
rat's
untie
not the one
Rahaj.
tied up.
Yes, I judged by the pentagram made out of dried blood.
Does anyone want to let me free?
Well, hold up. Dubois, did you...
Oh my god, no!
Is anyone up for just walking off?
Wait, but before what's the Rahaj situation?
I'm tied up.
No, he
He's
currently
laying-
his arms... And you guys,
Whatever.
you notice that there are pegs. There are sets of pegs. Basically.
Well-
You notice that there are sets of pegs for 2 people on the ground.
Rana!
So there's another unoccupied,
no.
basically, 2 other pegs for another person.
Maybe we should cut him a little.
Oh, fuck that!
At least tie him up somewhere else than in the
Can
demonic
we-
circle.
Can we let me go? I'm having second thoughts.
I thought we were retracing the steps here.
Right, but Raj found something way better than this.
Really?
Good
What
point.
did you find, Rahaj?
You should let Raj go and he'll tell you.
That's
But
not
yet-
how negotiations work.
Why are you so attractive?
Listen, I'm untying Rahaj. Everyone else.
My girl.
Okay, Jacket.
Jacket, you're never
Thumbs
going to
down.
get anywhere with this if you don't, like, deal with him with a bit more of a firm hand.
Look, there's
Meanwhile,
music
Dubois, what
firm
do you
hand, and then there's bloodlet in him, and I'm pretty sure I don't want him to die yet. What'd you find?
Go to the bar first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
take
want to walk to just the edge of the wood and see if the goat is still there.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I bet that goat has something to do with it.
Ouch.
Nope, seems to run off.
Just put the goat.
Okay. Well, I will spend a round using my divine sense, which is basically I can sense desecrated ground, and I can sense in an aura of 60 feet any fiends or undead or celestials. But I doubt there would be.
So you can spend
an action. Just
spend a turn doing that. Meanwhile, yeah. Meanwhile, Jacket, you free Rahaj. So you're no longer restrained. While I look up this. But yeah, you guys, you can free to.
Rahaj looks to Rana and says, "Well, it seems though I have information now, and you need it. So, what can you offer me?"
Not again. I've already given you all my money.
Oh, he's looking to Rana. He's talking to Rana. Don't worry.
Oh my god, really? You're not pulling this shit with Rana. You already pulled it with me. You've gotten more than your fair share of coin. Help us out here.
Oh, don't worry, Jacket. I'm willing to offer more than just coin.
Okay, whatever. I give up.
God, we suck. Rahaj kind of shrugs his shoulders and gonna walk over to the cellar and point at it. Look,
Alright.
there's rocks on the floor with a cellar under it.
So Dubois, as you're finishing up your divine sense, you do notice the pentagram appears to be desecrated ground.
Mm-hmm.
You do not detect the presence of any undead, fiends, or celestials near you.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, does he detect my barb of, that I've tried to sharpen?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay. It doesn't count
It
if
does
it's
not
just
seem
simple.
to activate.
Okay.
Rahaj is gonna try to move the rocks off the thing.
Yeah, I'll help.
Right. So then, Rahaj, you make an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, I can't wait for me to fail this. Athletics +2. Let's go.
By the way, did Rana explain everything about the green hags? Or just...
Yeah. Anytime I get information, just assume that I share it with you, because I'm not about keeping...
Okay.
That's what she wants you to think.
I don't think anyone in this party keeps secrets.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what I know about green hags?
I think it was actually you last time who rolled, because you remember you saw the pentagram, or no, it was Sethanon. But you already rolled, and it's basically the same check. It's basically to see if you recognize the symbol.
Well, no, I'm after green hags this time, though.
Yeah, I'd say that's also an Arcana check. If you want, you can go ahead and roll. Meanwhile, Rahaj, you do manage after a couple minutes to remove the debris, and it reveals the hatch leading to the basement.
Can I inspect the
Jacket, you would not have... oh yeah, you can inspect for traps, roll perception.
Cool.
Jacket, I don't think you would have advantage. So...
Oh, sorry, that was...
just using the 4, no, you don't...
Okay.
Yeah, so it would have been a 4, so no, you're not familiar with green hags in particular. Rahaj, yet, so door does not appear to be locked or trapped.
It looks safe to go.
Shall I go first?
Let us go together.
Fair enough. I'm gonna open the trapdoor and take a step down.
I'll go with her.
Yeah. It opens into darkness, but with both your dark vision, you do see a small square stone basement. Mostly, it seems to have kept intact despite the fire. However, there's just lots of scattered tools, like, axes for cutting wood, some spare logs. There appears to be a dead cow in the corner. And also, you can just make out on the wall, there's some writing. And with your dark vision, you make out in blood, it seems to be written. You see the following words that neither of you can understand. It's all written in a language that neither of you seem to recognize.
Get us down there!
I'm gonna call over my shoulder. Well, there's a dead cow, so that's useful.
I know about cows. I wonder
Fantastic. Come down here and investigate this cow. Oh, and I suppose there's writing on the wall while you're here. Perhaps you understand it.
There's
Oh
writing.
boy.
Jack, as soon as you walk down, you do recognize it is written in Sylvan. And you see the following words. It says, and I'll copy it for you as well, so you don't have to write it down.
Oh, brilliant. Because
See
I'm
the following
writing down.
word. It says, "Bathed in the blood of sacrifice. Bathed in the blood of sacrifice, upon the mark of the Lord of Pain. The parents dead, the offspring freed. Become thyself and come to me."
Oh dear. Oh, okay. I just repeat that to the rest of the group, and just. I'm not going to read it out loud in the actual words. It sounds like an incantation.
Well, I suppose now we have instructions if we really wanted to retrace our footsteps.
Raj will not be the one we cut open.
Well,
will
bathed
not
in the
take
blood of
company.
sacrifice, I'm sure that could just be an animal. Just need to cover with you some blood, put you back on that star. Are your parents dead?
Raj's?
Also,
Raj does not know.
The last part I'm not sure about, but I mean the rest is easily replicatable.
I can't hear Tristan anymore.
Yeah, I can't hear Tristan either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, sorry, yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you better.
Alright, one second. Loading.
How about them Mets, am I right?
What?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the sports.
Oh, no. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of that.
Okay, so the come to me would be the lighthouse.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
basically that's what you see.
I can't hear Tristan. This is terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I'll refresh.
Can you hear me?
She couldn't.
Yeah. Wait.
So, we go to the lighthouse. It's the become thyself that worries me a little bit.
Testing. Can I hear?
I hear you.
We hear you.
Tristan? Can you say something?
Now I don't hear Hazel.
Oh my god.
Brilliant!
Guys, we're the
Yeah.
best.
Technical difficulties.
Alright. New chore. Everyone, whoever finds another chat apparatus we can use gets 10 experience points.
Hello! Anyone hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Hazel.
Tristan, can you hear me?
I still don't hear. I will refresh. Or you know what?
Ah!
Let me check here.
Should we just do roll 20?
Well, that
It's
was
been-
issue.
Yeah, we
Oh,
tried
really?
that at first, and it's they're trying new features, and it's
Oh,
really.
that's unfortunate.
Buggy.
I'm just gonna try and refresh one more time.
Quick, while he's gone, add 30 XP.
You can always do Google Hangout or something. I don't know.
No.
Hey
we can do
guys,
Skype.
Hey. Hi, Justin,
Oh.
we can hear you.
Hazel, say something. Hazel, speak.
I don't think she can hear
Hazel, I
you.
command you to speak.
I can't hear Tristan, no.
Oh my god.
Can he hear me?
Okay, both
I
of you
can hear
reload at the
her.
same time.
Okay, 3.
Wait.
Someone-
Stop. How about just, Hazel, just unmute him on roll 20, or, bye.
I muted my.
Anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Hear
we've
you.
heard you the whole thing.
Okay, Tristan, say something.
Hello.
Hey!
Yay!
Haha,
we did
nice.
it.
Hey!
That was the
Miracles.
most work for the least reward I think I've ever seen in my life.
Wow, you minus 10 experience, Raj. I think
What?
that's right.
That wasn't an insult.
Sorry. So, Jackie, you want to look around the house
For the
for the
note,
note? Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Well, Rana, you did say earlier to Rahaj that he got to have other fun. How would you like to be bathed in the blood?
That's fine. It's not like I've not experienced that before.
We're not bathing in blood.
So Hazel, as you go back up to the out of the basement, you look around the house a bit more, and you do find a torn piece of paper, slightly charred, as part of the message is missing. But you see the following. It says, "I saw the light again, standing at the ...
Oh, great. Oh, great. I saw the light again. That's... Guys, I found the rest of the note, and I just passed it around to them, and I'm going to check the cow.
I'm gonna take the note and make sure the edges line up. Just make sure there isn't, like, ripped into 3.
No, it appears to be the other half.
Okay, cool.
And sorry, Jagga, what else were you doing?
I need to check what's happened to the poor cow. How did it get down here, even?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll nature check. So yeah, the cow seems to have died like its its throat was slit and then just blood poured all over out of it. So it was basically drained of blood.
I think I know what the pentagram's made of now.
It could also be for the bathing. If the cow is the sacrifice, you're going to need quite a lot of blood in order to bathe in it.
Well, true, but then where's the bathtub or the blood?
It's not necessarily like that, just, slit its throat, stand in front of it, let it pour.
You seem to know an awful lot about blood sacrifice.
Not so much sacrifice as the spilling of blood, but...
Technicality.
Well, I think this lighthouse is our only lead we have left. And that thing that happened 18 years ago. I'd still like to learn about that. Otherwise, I'd like to get the heck out of here.
I mean, Raj is gonna go back out the cellar so we can all talk together, assuming we haven't already done that. Raj is up for not fighting Fae and their cultists.
What are you talking about? Of course we need to fight them.
Well, no, we could just not.
Well, we have to rid the village of this horrible danger, and then reap the rewards, reap the bounty.
I gave you 30 gold for this, you blasted screwed.
You gave me 20. You gave me 30 gold to talk, and then he goes back to Dubois. But Dubois, you do understand? You are all still on a time frame, correct?
Repeat? I didn't understand.
You are still all on a time frame.
Yes, we have a year.
Rahaj just wishes to remind you. If you wish to, Rahaj will follow.
We have time to do this.
Okay.
Then I suppose the next logical step would be to check out the lighthouse.
Can we
Yes.
first try to find out anything about that thing which happened 18 years ago? That would really lift my mind.
And we should probably see where that goat went. I do believe that goat is some demon disguise or something.
That would be spooky.
Indeed, but
I can track the goat down.
Ooh, wait. Let me do my nose.
I can help track it.
you know how goats are demonic symbols, and a goat next to a demonic circle is quite suspicious.
Wait, have any of us checked inside the cabin?
No, not yet. I don't think so.
I'll check the door for traps.
Oh well, the house I mentioned, it's completely burned down. Like the walls are.
Oh, it's
you can
burned
see
down.
inside.
Oh.
So it's like it's all the walls are just like partially collapsed and pile of rubble. So,
Can I check out? Do I see anything in there? Shining?
you already kind of like used
Oh, okay,
your
cool.
investigation when you were like
Then-
searching the house.
Whatever. Well,
So you guys said you wanted to track the goat.
I can.
I'll help her.
do we need to?
Okay, so Alana, you can make a survival check with advantage.
Wait, how much survival proficiency have you got, Alana?
2?
I've got 4. Give it to me.
Okay, so Alana will assist Jacket in survival check. So go ahead and roll.
Hey.
So yeah, you follow the tracks little ways into the forest. They seem to be leading deeper into the forest, kind of northwest, but you lose them after a certain point, after crossing a stream.
Alright.
Well, no use in going deeper. We'll just get lost. And that's probably what the Fae wants.
I start walking back.
All right. So yeah, you come out of the forest. Good luck.
Did I make any checks while I was there? There seems to be nothing else to do besides walk back.
Yeah, you lose the trail, and like you go any further, you might get lost. So you get back.
As they should like nature checks for herbs.
Oh, you can make a perception check. Nope, nothing that catches your eye.
Okay.
Did you all
we find
the
out about
devil
the-
goat?
It crossed the stream and we lost it.
What a clever goat!
It got our goat.
That was
See,
a lovely
second one.
joke.
Thank you.
I understood that.
Are we going to the lighthouse?
I do believe so.
I
I'm
paid
not
you 30
sure.
gold to find out information, and I'd like to know what happened 18 years ago first, Rahaj.
What?
I'm not sure going to the lighthouse outside of the suggested time would be much good, unless we're going to check it out beforehand to make sure it's not dangerous, I suppose.
What time is it right now?
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, how long have we been at the house?
The house, you've probably been there half an hour.
Then 4:30.
We'd have to stay here a day?
A night.
What's one night here compared to 2 days travel here? We might as well make it worthwhile.
Ah, yes, the 2 days travel that I was aware of.
Well, you were mostly off on your own, having your private time.
Everybody needs some.
So I
The
suppose
what?
we could ask around some and see if we can get more about the story before we head to the lighthouse.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So you guys head back into town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
On the way back, can Rahaj kind of pull Alana back for like a side thing?
Yeah.
Alana,
Mm.
Raj had a smart question. The name you gave him earlier, Aldine, was it?
She stops and looks at him. What? Why are you?
Raj asks whether or not this individual is still living. Once you gave Raj the name, if he is still living, Raj will need to do some pretty large lies to get through with this. So he'd like to know ahead of time.
I thought you said that it wasn't working, that it didn't matter about me lying about Aldine, that it didn't work. Why would you want to continue to know about him?
It seemed to work on them when we left, so If they still assume
You
it to
said
be
it was
true,
useless.
Raj thought it was useless. Raj is also very stupid, so he takes his mistake. He was wrong. He would like to know.
Like kind of a pained expression crosses over her face, and she just kind of stares at him and says, "No, he's not alive."
Can I insight checker?
Yeah, go ahead, roll
Cool.
insight.
I suck.
1 second. She seems to be telling the truth.
Well, Raj apologizes. It seemed as though you were very close. I'll take my leave now. And Raj will go back to the group.
You guys spend another half an hour heading back to town. The lighthouse is a bit of a ways north of town. It takes you at least 2 hours, but you're not going there yet, you said, right?
We're asking around after the 18 years ago thing.
Yeah. So yeah, whoever wants to ask around can make a charisma investigation check.
I paid you 30 gold for this, Rahaj.
Yeah, I'll do it. Give me that natural one. Give me that natural one.
So, asking around a bit, Dubois and Rahaj, you do get a bit more information. This woman, about 18 years ago, she was a young woman, maybe in her 20s. She was pregnant, appeared to be on the run, and took shelter here in Ajoraville. Her name was Olga, and she was pregnant. She was like, I don't know, 7 months, 8 months pregnant. And she seemed to be running from someone. She was like kind of hiding out in this village. She kind of took off into the forest, and that's the last time she was ever seen. No one has seen or heard from this woman, and assumed that she must have died while she was trying to escape in the forest.
Did anyone say who she stayed with or where she stayed at the town, or did anyone give her shelter or anything? No hint of what she was running from?
Well, they do mention that she did spend time with the pariahs when she was staying. She would stay at their estate.
There's our connection.
This is before even Thomason was born, before they had any children. But no idea like what she was running from or what her story was. She just seemed to be kind of like a drifter.
Wait a moment. So, when she showed up 18 years ago, the age of Thomason's 18. What if Thomason was Olga's daughter?
Well, why would she make the priors take care of her?
Well, she wanted to run off, wanted to disappear, then you can't really keep a baby with you in that case.
Yes, I think you're right. It may
Any
be
clue what she was running from would really help now, but we have no idea of that, do we?
We can go ask her ourselves. We know relatively where she is. We know her name.
I remember someone telling us a story about some lady of the Garen Wood. Do you think maybe it's her?
What do they say about her?
I don't remember. I just remembered her being talked about. And they said maybe she was a fae or something.
They're always fae, aren't they? Well, let's just assume that this lady of the Garen Wood is Olga, and Thomason's their daughter. Where does that leave Gilbert, the baby? Why would they take them?
A sacrifice? I mean, at this point, it kind of seems like the thing going on.
I don't know why she did her sacrifice. I'm very confused. Just to join her, maybe to. I can understand for Thomason to join her mother, but
What did the note say again when she got it all together?
It says, I saw the light again standing at the top of the lighthouse at 10:30 a.m. southwest toward Garin Wood, which means that they were standing right there and they saw a light from the woods.
Hmm.
Thomason saw a sign from the woods. That might have been her mother.
well then, perhaps the time is not important. But we should go to the lighthouse and walk southwest, and we will know where to go. Well, perhaps we'll see the light and be guided to 10:30.
Let's go to the lighthouse now and go to that point in the Garin Wood that she spoke of at 10:30 tomorrow. How's that sound?
Wait, I thought the reason we didn't go to the lighthouse earlier was because we were waiting till 10:30.
Well, yes, but it seems like the thing that we want at the lighthouse isn't at the lighthouse, it's at the woods.
So if we stand in the place, we can figure out where exactly it is and then go to the wood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait,
good point.
but the second... I think I'm just dumb. Like in real life me.
I may also be dumb because I'm not quite understanding.
If you guys
Okay,
are saying
so-
we should go to the lighthouse to look where they're at, we still need to be at the lighthouse at 10:30 to find the place that she's talking about.
Yeah.
Unless we split the party in two and have one standing at the lighthouse at 10:30 and one standing at the place where that looks like it's from the Garin Wood, we might get a catch, but...
Why don't we just...
As far as-
Well, also, Jacket, from talking to people, you've basically gleaned that the Garin Wood is basically the name of this entire forest.
Mhm.
This whole several mile,
Yes.
20-mile forest that's all the Garin Wood.
I just kind of assumed that.
Well, also, I mean, why wouldn't we have time to go from what we see at the lighthouse to where it is in the woods? Considering the woman was by herself, like, it's not like she was able to split it. Like, there has to be some sort of time that, she sees the light and then it's still there. Or at least she remembers where it is when it fades. Like, if we can just remember the location, we don't need to split the party. We just need to go there after we go to the lighthouse.
Okay, fair enough. So, do we want to spend the night at the lighthouse, though? I don't think this town's big enough for an inn.
Well, let us look for if there's a place to sleep here first. Just to
Okay.
see.
As you look around town, you're right, there's no inn, but talking to a few people, there's a farmer who says he'll let you stay in his barn. He's got some haystacks to sleep on.
That's
You
sweet of
want-
him. Jacket, if it will make your rest easy, a couple of us could go to the lighthouse and sleep there for the night, and the rest of us sleep in the farm.
Let's
does not
not
really-
split the party.
It doesn't lift my anxieties at all.
Then let's just go to the farm! Hooray!
Fair enough. Let's go. Everyone else okay with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay, and we'll get up at about 8, so we have an hour to get to the lighthouse.
We have a bedtime?
You have a bedtime.
Actually, no, you can move 3 miles per hour. So yeah, as long as you're not stealthing to the lighthouse, it would take you just an hour to get there.
Oh,
I
that's
thought we
cool.
were going to the barn.
We're going to... He's talking about tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were just saying like tomorrow it would take you an hour to get there, which is right. As long as you're not like stealthing to the lighthouse, because you would go a lot slower. So if you want to rest at the barn,
Let's give
yeah,
ourselves.
he lets
like,
you stay.
So, and what time is it now again? I'm the worst, and I keep asking.
Last I checked, 7:30, and if
Oh well,
it takes
as you
us an
now
hour
come
to
back
get
to
the barn-
town. So yeah, it would actually be 5 5:30 at this point.
5:30. We got
PM?
the whole day
Can you,
ahead
hear
of
me?
us.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have several hours to kill.
Yes, but
We do.
unfortunately, it seems like there's not much in this time to kill those hours with.
Let's just do a short rest.
Is there like a well-shaded area that's like under a few trees? It just looks nice and serene.
Yeah, on the edge of town.
Well, if you all want to chill in town for a while, I'm just gonna go take a walk.
By yourself again?
Raj just felt groggy after he lied down. He thinks he just needs some air, if you would not mind.
Of course, I don't mind. Just, be careful if you're out there on your own.
You didn't get enough air on the way here?
It's weird. Raj doesn't know.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead, have your walk. Do you want some bark skin? Keep yourself protected just in case something goes up.
Sure.
Okay, I cast bark skin on him. It looks probably really fucking creepy.
Oh wait, before she casts it on me, it makes me look creepy. Rahaj will pull Ron to the side and just give her kind of like the general area of where he thinks he's gonna be, where he is gonna be. Kind of farther out, not really like towards some trees, just sitting under a tree that he likes, and he'll just say, "Come get me when it is time to sleep."
Of course.
Thanks for telling me where you're going.
You're free to know. It is not a secret, Jackie.
That's good to know it's not a secret now. Okay, but breathe your air. Have your rest. Do you want the bark skin?
Yes, please.
Okay. It'll look a bit weird. You might get used to it after a bit.
We'll see.
Also, could I...
Yeah, so your skin turns into this barky brown texture.
And then I guess Raj is just gonna start strolling to the trees.
Yeah, and the rest of you guys are going to the barn?
Yeah.
Sorry, jacket.
In the barn, I'd like to talk to Bliv.
Yeah, you guys spend just half an hour getting to the barn, just outside town. And so yeah, you can go ahead.
There's a few things I'd like to talk about to you, Blivette, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, now, listen, I owe you a few because you poured health potion down my gullet when I was down, and, well, I haven't forgotten that. I'll support you in your search for demon powder, but you do know it's very illegal, right?
First off, it's not called demon powder. But,
It's from demons. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay then. And second off, you don't really owe me anything. I mean, if everyone that I gave good berries or potions to owed me something, then most of the group would owe me something.
Very good point. But are you going to be looking for this explosive dust?
It were a way to make it myself, because, I mean, there's...
Ignore.
Good job.
Uh-huh.
Okay, as I was saying, because, I mean, those guns won't work otherwise. And I am definitely set on making one, at least one.
I'll support you in this venture, but we're gonna have to be safe while doing it. And also, one more thing. Sethanon has this evil-looking box. I don't know if you remember it or not, but I took a look at it, and it seems pretty evil by my standards. And, do you have any idea if he's opened it or not, or what's up with that?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, well, I'd really rather they didn't open it. It seems like a bad move by anyone's standards. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be curious. I'm saying that it's dangerous to open random boxes you find in evil planes of existence. And plus, Ethanon already probably has evil box troubles. I'd rather not double them for him.
Well, then why did you give him that other one you found in the mansion?
That was more of a chess thing, and I think he would have liked the puzzle, but I don't think this is as much a puzzle as it is as much a trap.
Okay.
If it comes down to it, you'll help me rip the box away from him in case he goes a bit cuckoo-cuckoo?
Sure?
Thanks. Okay, well, I suppose that's all I have. And also, Bliff, you done good by me. I like you. So, just, yeah, I'm going. Bye!
Okay.
And I go off to awkwardly meditate in the corner.
Alright, taking long rest. Oh yeah, I forgot you listened to that whole conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
So-
you just kind of got a gut
Yeah,
feeling about
guys.
She knows you're up to something.
Yes, she.
it. Okay, we'll take that.
But no life queen knows.
Yeah, she does.
So yeah, the rest of you guys, if you want to do anything before going to sleep, you know. Otherwise,
that's for Rahaj?
take a long-
Can I? Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead first.
I want to go into the village really quick before that shop locks up. Before the
Oh
old
my
lady locks
God.
up the shop.
Do not steal from the old lady.
Don't kill the old lady.
Is she gone for the day?
back into town.
Yeah.
No, the shop seems to be still open.
Well, after that little conversation with Rahaj earlier, I'm kind of, on edge a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
I go back to the shop, and I knock and I walk in.
Oh, ignore that.
Excuse me.
Oh yes, what can I do for you?
Sorry it's so late in the day. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just have a few questions.
Oh, it's just dusting. You don't mind if I clean while you talk?
No, I don't mind. You said you had your grandson, Ian, right? Was
Yes.
he went to Mount Celestia? You wouldn't happen to know.
Indeed, he did. Pride
He
of the
went-
family.
He wouldn't happen to know a boy named Samuel, would he?
I'm not sure.
No, not enough.
Or a family that had a son named Samuel?
Oh well. I have known a few Samuels in my time, but no young men. Not at the moment.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Seems to be telling the truth.
I kind of back off on the questioning. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good evening. I guess I should say. And I pass by the short bow, and I say this needs to be restringed before you sell it. And I walk out.
She kind of lifts up some spectacles. Alright. Yeah, you head out. Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'd like to quickly check if Rahaj is still at the place he said he'd be taking some air at.
Yes. So yeah, you can go ahead and head back in that direction. And you can also make a perception check.
Darn it.
You can head to that area in a little clearing with the trees around it, but no sign of Rahaj.
Okay, looking on the ground for tracks. What can I find? Hey!
Yeah, you can make a survival check. Yeah, so it does appear that there was a wolf recently that had gone kind of to the edge of the town, but then it looks like it turned around and headed back into the forest.
I was chased by a wolf. This can't end well.
Yeah, I'm a druid now.
Oh, brilliant. You took points in druid. Now I have to fight another druid. Okay.
Multi-class.
Oh, no. No, okay. I guess I'll follow him in an animal shape. Yeah, I'd like to turn into a wolf and follow Sweet.
You go into wolf form, and so are you like stealthing through the forest? You want to rush there, or just go at a normal pace?
Stealthing.
Or what was that, Hazel?
Stealthing.
Stealthing? Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll a stealth check as a wolf.
Wolf, wolf, wolf. Wolves have no stealth. Why didn't I
As you
pick
start
Panther?
heading into the forest.
They have 15 dex. I'll just roll a dex check. And add 15, which would be 4. Plus 4 is 14, I think. I give up. I don't know how to roll a stealth check for a wolf.
And no, it would just be your dexterity.
Okay.
So you heading into the forest, following those same wolf tracks. They do lead it. They lead deep into the forest. You probably have to spend an hour following them.
Oh, there's the wolf check. Sorry, I was going from Jacket's page.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, you would have to head into the forest. Spend an hour, but as you're kind of sneaking along deeper, you can basically move the party token. It should be controllable by you. But that second party token in the forest here, you can move it in the direction. Actually, sorry, if you're following the tracks, they basically lead you this way. So an hour passes. And you eventually do catch up to the wolves, as you do see there's actually a whole pack of them, and they appear to be following something else.
Oh.
As you can see them kind of running through the trees towards them.
I'm just gonna sneak up behind them, because whatever they're following can't be good. It might be Rahaj.
I'll never tell.
Alright, as you continue following them, you do see, essentially, they come up upon, you hear a roar in the forest. Kind of the sound of, like, a mix between, like, a hawk, but, like, if a hawk's voice was incredibly deep. And you see through the trees a large owl bear, and then a smaller, like, normal, like, medium-sized owl bear next to it. And several wolves have now surrounded it, and are now trying to attack it. As you see, the younger one appears to be wounded.
Oh, great. Now I feel empathy for a wolf. Oh, great. Oh, boy. Any way I can help out the fight?
DM. Oh, no.
We lost your DM.
His gaze is eternal. Oh, there. No.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, there we go.
I can't hear shit. Hooray!
Again?
Hazel can't hear anything?
Say something again, Tristan.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello.
Hey, did you hear that?
I'm hearing ya. I'm hearing
Okay,
Tristan.
cool.
Good.
Woo! We're the
But can
best.
Tristan hear you?
Tristan,
I
1, 2,
can,
3.
yes, I hear
What do you do?
Hooray!
Screaming.
Fuck Australian
Um,
internet. Just fuck it.
So Hazel, basically, you are, since you stealth, you basically have a surprise round. So if you want to do anything before
Fucking
they do,
Leave.
Are they attacking it, or are they just,
they haven't attacked yet, but they've surrounded it, like they're about to attack.
am I on the owlbear's side or their side?
Or neither.
Or you could come back to the barn.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my neutral self here. I'm gonna try. Just wait. So one of the wolves is wounded.
No, the owl bear, the baby owl bear is wounded.
Baby owlbear? You didn't tell me it was a baby. I'm helping the owlbear.
No.
God.
Who are you guys? No, I'm helping the owlbear.
All right,
Okay.
we will.
I pounce on one of the wolves.
Okay, we will get to that in just a second. But in the meantime, what's everybody else doing?
Question. Can I start construction on a monodrone if I only have, like, half of the components needed? Or do I need to have everything?
You need how many spare parts?
10 or enough electrum to cover it, and I have 4 spare parts and 20 electrum. So I've got 6 basically covered.
Well, you have 4 gold pieces worth of spare parts.
Yeah, it's like 10 gold pieces worth of spare parts or electrum cover. Like,
So you have
half
7.
or
So,
something?
so if you have electrum is worth half a gold. So
Okay,
basically,
so
for
I
every
have 5. Yes, I have half of what I need.
yeah, so no, you'd have to buy or find more spare parts to really make any progress on it.
Okay, then I won't bother.
Hey, Tristan. That thing I messaged you about just a little bit ago. Is that a yay or a nay?
Oh, I did not see that. Yeah, you saw her.
Cool.
Right, that's a yay.
I let her go.
Too many things. So Hazel, I'm just gonna give you vision here. Well, of course you are a wolf, not a.
Not a
Hazel,
jacket.
Not a jacket. Exactly. But so you should be able to see. In
Wait,
just a
you mean
second.
she's not a bee in a coat?
I've always been beast in a coat. What are you talking about?
So yeah, you can see there's a couple of wolves next to you that have not suspected you yet. And then farther off in this clearing, in the darkness, is actually I guess it's still only sundown, so you would have mostly light to see.
Wait, there's a parent with it? Why aren't you telling me these things? I thought there was only one
He
baby
told
in
you.
there.
Two
He told you all
owlbears.
these
One's
things.
large. Yeah, one's
Oh, they're
large,
small,
and then
yes.
one that's medium size. And the medium size is what you would assume is the cub. So let's see. The rest of you guys, what are you guys up to?
Chilling.
Napping.
So
Basically.
Yep.
Well, I went back to the barn and I'm just whittling.
okay, and so are you guys gonna wait to take a long rest, or do you want to start your long rest now?
I'll wait.
Let's do
I'll
it.
wait till it gets later at night.
Yeah, I'll wait as well.
Can we start it
Yeah.
now? I mean, it's been enough time's
Um,
passed.
Yeah, you can start your long rest now because you woke up at 6 a.m. So
Sure, might as well.
all right, so you begin your long rest.
Wait.
And yes,
Wait, I guess never mind.
no, okay.
Yeah, never mind.
In which case, this is going to be a partial where we will partially leave off for tonight's episode. However, if you have time, Hazel, we'll figure out what happens to you. So we're basically gonna end off there for the session, as this is basically just gonna be Hazel for rest of the session. So if you need to go, Or if you'd like to stick around and see what happens, you're welcome.
Oh
to
yeah,
as well.
totally gonna stick around.
Yeah,
yeah.
I might need to still be
I might
here.
need that popcorn now.
We'll see. We'll see. But if you do need to go, like, I won't do anything without you. We'll just end off the session. So in that case, Hazel, I need you to click on your token and roll initiative, and I will give you an actual wolf token.
Oh, that helps. Wolf.
How far away from
Yeah,
me
show
did
us
she
the
go?
fight.
So she's stealth, so she didn't actually go very far. She's about a mile away from you. So it would take you
Wait, that was using Jacket's initiative, not Wolf initiative, so maybe
that's
I
true.
had more dexterity?
Wolves do have a different initiative. So yeah, you can just roll for your wolf, and I will put it manually on that.
Roll a dex or roll what?
It would be a dexterity check for a wolf.
Can you put us on the fight screen so we can watch?
Because technically you would have to have vision for Jacket. So I guess Jacket, do you want to give them? Actually, everyone, if you want to watch, you can roll a prescience roll, and I'll just plus nothing.
I mean, can I roll a perception check to see if I can hear the fight?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Cool.
Ha! Yes, I'm in.
I'm not.
You're in the forest? Dick?
Can I
Where
roll
are
an
you?
entertainment roll?
Are you the owlbear? What are you?
Hey, those of you who can't see, you can just hop on Twitch and watch.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll just give you all vision. It's fine.
Yay.
I just
Do
whatever you
I-
do, remind me to disable it. Otherwise, everyone will see your every secret, Juno. All right.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Do I hear the fight going down?
I'm sorry, what was that? I missed.
So I was just saying to remind me after this fight is finished to disable your vision of Jacket.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Jacket, I've copy pasted you another wolf. I'm gonna give him a different color. You can be yellow. Okay.
Oh, woo, yellow. Okay.
And I'll give you control of that one.
Do I hear the fight?
Actually, technically, Jacket, you have control over all the wolves. The wolves.
Oh, wee! I get them to
But-
all immediately leave.
Do not abuse that power.
Oh no, it's black.
So Rahaj. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I have
black.
to give her vision. 1 second. I have to give vision to this wolf. What is a wolf's dark vision? 60 feet.
Dark vision is passive. I don't think it has dark vision.
Oh. Well, then you can be blind,
Bind,
but we'll double check that.
tactics.
Rule Master, it should be in the player's handbook
Yeah.
if they have dark vision. But in the meantime, I'm giving you 60 feet. Oh, wait, but that, I see. Okay. So,
How are the wolves seeing anything? That's my question. Are they blind as well?
I didn't actually give them vision because I can see everything. But yeah, no, they should have dark vision. If anything, then they're just following it by their nose.
No,
Yeah, wolves
they have
don't have
keen
dark
hearing
vision.
and smell.
Yeah. We have wisdom, advantage in wisdom perception checks, relying on hearing or smell, but they don't have any kind of enhanced vision.
So they can
do you
smell
want?
their prey. And also, it's not complete darkness anyways. It should be. It's kind of dusk at this point, so you can still have good vision of the forest. But I think you guys should be able to. Oh, you still can't see. That's weird.
Still got a black screen.
Give you.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna change this, and it is controlled by all players. There we go. How about now?
Nope.
So
Nope.
I
hold
can't
on, let me
see
check
shit
the
as well.
Settings.
I
This
can't
light's
see
going
shit.
swimmingly. I'm fucked, aren't I?
Just had to go and fight the bear. The
Oh,
wolves.
has
didn't
second.
you?
That's right. That's right. Forgot to check the box. Now you should see.
There we go.
Ah, okay.
You can see what the wolf sees. So, what was your initiative that you rolled?
19.
I also have to roll initiative. $18 for these wolves. Have them. 4 for them. And then for the owl bears. B3. Great. And so, sorry, yours was 19?
Yeah.
Jacket?
Oh, jeez.
So I'm just gonna. You are this wolf. So you get to go first. Technically, you get a surprise round because they didn't see you. So you can go ahead and move an extra turn, basically 2 turns.
Okay. I'd like to find the biggest and angriest looking one, like the one that's obviously in charge. The wolf that's in charge, that is.
Next to you, the one to your left seems definitely bigger.
This
you
one
don't
or
see
that one?
the strongest looking one is to the far side, to the south, right down here. He seems to be kind of the toughest looking one.
The one to my left is, somewhat tough looking, right?
But that one, he's tougher than the other one next to him.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go for the second best. Yeah, I'd like to pounce on him and a sneak attack to try and intimidate the other ones to leave.
Okay, cool.
So, roll a pounce or something?
So you just roll your attack, and if it's successful, it's an athletics check. So move your
24!
token first. So move your token up to that one. And sorry, so you're rolling a bite attack. So as far as I know, you don't have advantage. So that would be a 9.
Fuck.
And unfortunately, that is not enough to hit its armor class. As you
I'm
lunge
using
out at the
my-
wolf, and suddenly it turns to you.
Wait, can I use my inspiration?
Using
I'd like to
inspiration?
Yep. Come on,
you
please.
can, but you have to roll one more time. So you don't roll
Oh.
with advantage, just roll one additional dice.
Oh, come on,
'Cause
please.
you're not allowed to.
I wanted
You're not
that
allowed to
crit.
see the results before you use inspiration.
Okay. Bye. Please crit. Fuck.
So 16 does hit. So you can go ahead and roll your damage, and then it has to make a strength saving throw.
How do I roll damage? Oh, bite.
Just click on bite, yeah. So 7 damage, nice. However, it rolls a 20 on its strength saving, so it is not knocked prone, but you do bite right into the back of its hind leg, and it howls and turns around to face you, kind of confused. It's going to end your turn. It's going to bring us to the wolf's turn.
But didn't I have a surprise round?
Oh yeah, it's true. So you get another round, another turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and bite it again.
Awesome. Go ahead.
See if I can kill it in one round. If I can do that, then I have, a lot of. Hey!
Yes. So that hits, and you do 5 damage. And yeah, as it turns around to bite towards you, you just like dodge to the side and lunge on its neck, and then snap its neck with your jaws. So
Okay,
it
and
falls
I'd like
dead.
to. Is there any way to howl and intimidate the other ones into fucking off?
I would say that would take an action to do that. Actually, no. You can go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Okay, charisma, don't fail me now! Fuck! It failed me now!
As you howl like a mighty wolf, but they seem to not even notice you.
Just great. Okay. Well, then, they've seen me attack their friend, right? They saw that, right?
Some of them have. But first, these guys are going to... So this one starting here, he's going to go up for the owl bear. 20 feet. How far can he go? 40, 35. So he can get right up to the cub. And he's going to try to attack it with a bite attack. So he does not hit the owl bear.
Good.
Next, see here, this one's going to also run up straight up here. Just enough to make it. He's all bite. A 19 on the owlbear does hit, and he is going to 7 damage to the owlbear as he like just pounces on it, takes a bit of damage. It's also going to make a strength saving throw. But it makes a strength saving throw, so it's fine. Next, this one over here, coming this way. 35. He can only get up there. He's going to dash up to the owlbear. And then lastly, the one to the south. Dash up here and then dash around the corner. So they're all surrounding this owlbear. These other guys, however, they noticed you biting their packmate. So this one's going to run right up to you. That's full 40 feet up to you. He's going to make an attack. His bite. A 7 does not hit. So you narrowly dodge that one. This other guy, he's also going to charge towards you. Full 40 feet, and then he's going to go dash. You can just get up here. So that's his turn. The last one, which looks like the biggest one, he's just going to go straight for the owlbears. 40 feet and dash again. Bringing us next to the owlbear's turn. So first, the big one, the mama owlbear, is going to make a multi-attack first with its beak on the first one that attacked it. And it does hit, so she's doing a whopping 12 damage as, like, it comes down and just instantly, like, with its beak, cracks the skull open of the first wolf that attacked it as he goes down. Next, he's going to make another claw attack on the other one next to it. And a 21 does hit with her claws. This 13 slashing as she just swings around with her claws and takes out another wolf instantly. Falls to the ground dead. The tiny bear is going to make also a bite attack on the one next to it. But natural one. However, it's also going to attack with its claws. And 11, unfortunately, also misses as it's just sort of cawing nervously, trying to avoid this wolf. And that's going to bring us next to Jacket Wolf.
Okay, well, I came up with a plan. I don't want to be surrounded. That's stupid. So I'm going to go about here, 40 feet, and then I'm going to go 35 feet so I don't have my whole turn used. And then I'm going to de-transform and Misty Step up to this tree here.
Wait, before you do that, they're going to make 2 opportunity attacks on you.
Mm-hmm.
So first one's going to take an opportunity attack. It is a 13 to hit. Against a wolf, I believe, hits. Yep. So he's going to do
13 natural armor class.
4 damage and make a strength saving throw with your wolf, which would
Okay.
just be a strength check. But while you do that, I will also roll for other guys' attack. So unfortunately, you are knocked prone as you try running away.
Okay.
So you're currently right here as you try and run past them. The other one hits you with a 22, and it's also going to use its bite attack, doing 6 damage. So that's a total of 10 damage that round.
Fuck.
To your wolf.
I have 11 hit points. I still have 1 left. That's good. I can make it.
You are currently prone, though. So
fuck.
You're currently prone. So you could stand up, spending half of your movement, which would be 20 feet, and then you have 20 feet left over.
Okay, can I stand up, de-transform, and Misty Step up to a tree? Please. Please let me be able to do that. Misty Step is a bonus action. De-transforming is an action. Okay, so I guess with limited options, I go to... Wait, when's... S25. I am going to go into this tree here.
Alright.
Okay, and
you
just
want
on
to be
top
up
of it.
on the tree?
Up the tree, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, so you appear as Jacket as the wolf disappears. Up top, that's going to end your turn there.
Done. Fair enough.
Meanwhile, it's going to bring us to the wolf. Oh, and we lost your token on that, so...
Oh god, my heart's fucking pounding. Oh god.
Next is... Sorry, I skipped the wolves' turn. So the wolves are going to... These two are going to try and attack the owlbear. Let's see here. They're both going to make bite attacks. very slow. There we go. So 1 natural 1 and a 10. Neither of them hit. Oh, sorry. Actually, they have advantage because it is attacking a creature. They have an ally within 5 feet. So both of those hit. Let's see. So that's 5 damage plus another.
Did we lose Tristan?
Rip Tristan.
And sorry, my connection is getting a little shoddy.
Oh, rip Tristan. Well, Jacket's
hello.
dead. The owlbear's dead. The wolves are alive. I'm dead.
Still here.
Goodbye, guys. This was great.
Still hear you guys.
Hazel.
So this one is going to attack the owlbear. It's.
I believe I burned inspiration for that.
Got a natural 20.
Why is it called burning inspiration? Why isn't it like,
Hazel,
you know...
Hazel, can you hear Tristan? Can you hear Tristan?
I can. Oh yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can.
I can hear
Wakey,
Tristan.
I
I
can
hear
Becky,
you
hands
guys.
of Snaky.
I
Whoa!
in
don't
any
think
case-
she can hear you.
I can
Doesn't
hear it, I
matter,
can
the
hear
wolves
it.
are just attacking the owlbears, and the owlbears are attacking the wolves. So, what did I have to say? This owlbear is going to multi-attack both the wolves here, so it's going to be a beak attack. That one hits. 7 damage to this guy. Do a beak attack, sorry, claw attack on the same guy. That also hits. 15 damage as it just rips this, like, picks up this one wolf and just rips it in half and starts clawing at its innards.
I'm glad I chose
that
the
ends
owlbear.
owlbear's turn now for the cub. Okay, Hazel, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Do not hear you.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, because this cub is now going to disengage and move back. Actually, move forward. That's going to end its turn. Bring us to Jacket. So, Jacket, can you hear me now? Now would be
You
time.
hear me, though?
Oh, I can hear you, but you're very quiet.
Okay, let me talk louder then. Okay. Jacket is going to cast Speak with Animals
So,
and produce flames.
barely hearing.
Okay.
Although I think I'm actually just hearing you through someone else's microphone.
Ha!
What's happening?
Oh, well.
Hold on, let me actually
Okay!
check. I think you're not muted.
Neither am I on.
So here, I will try reloading,
Oh, great.
or I'll just disconnect. Check. Hello,
Hey,
Hey,
Hazel. Hazel, try talking now.
hey Hazel, can you hear Tristan?
Oh, I cannot. This is awful. Why does this keep happening? Australian internet is.
Both of you reload at the same time again, because it seemed to work last time.
Well, yeah, no. What happened was last time I just disconnected.
Can anyone hear me?
Can you
Can
hear
anyone
me,
hear
Hazel?
me?
Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me, Hazel?
You can hear me, Tristan. I can hear
Yes.
Tristan.
I hear you.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to
So, cast speak
You're
animals.
speak with animals and then produce flame. I'm going to intimidate these fucks.
Well, speak with animals is a action, I believe. to
Yeah.
cast. So that's going to be
Yes.
your action. So you won't be able to actually cast produce flame this turn.
No, produce flame is a bonus action. Oh shit,
it
it is.
is.
Okay.
Is it?
So I cast. No, it's an action. It seems. Wait, I swear it wasn't. So I'm gonna check.
Well, let's get our rules master to check that. In the meantime, if
It
you
is
want,
an action. Okay, I'm gonna cast it as an action. Produce flame, and I'm gonna say, "Hey!" Let's try to get all the wolves' attention.
So this is without casting speak with animals.
Okay, fuck.
You can only
Fine.
choose
Cast. Okay, I'll cast speak with animals, and I'll say, "Great owlbear." Wait. Is Shillelagh a bonus action? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh. Yes, this is gonna work. Okay. I cast Shillelagh and speak with animals, and I'm gonna be like, Great Owlbear, I, Jack Savorit, of the Circle of the Forest, am on your side. Wolves, be gone, or face my wrath.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Woo! I don't get to do that often.
Please get a 1. Damn it.
13.
The wolves growl at you. You cannot take our prey. This is our prey. Leave here. Sort of growl.
You leave first!
The owlbear, meanwhile, is just... Please, my cub. Save my cub.
Don't worry, Great Owlbear, your cub will be safe. Okay, well, God, how am I going to save an owlbear cub? Okay, well, I guess that ends my turn. I've used all my actions.
Alright, that's gonna bring us to the wolf's turn. So, this guy is gonna attack with his... Might attack again the owlbear. No, he misses. Now, these two wolves, they, having heard you speak, they run back to the tree, and they start, like, pouncing at the tree, trying to, like, shake it. So let's see here. They're both gonna make strength checks. And I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my God.
As I try and, like, shake the tree to knock you down, but you hold on fast. Then this last wolf, he's going to disengage, and he's going to chase after up here. That's gonna
Oh no, you don't.
Owlbear's turn. So the big owlbear is going to multi-attack the wolf. 9 misses, but he's going to attack with claws as well. Claws do hit, and he does, or she does rather, 11 damage. Just, again, clawing this wolf and, like, throwing its body to the side, dead. And now it is going to move. Movement 30. Just get up to here. And that's going to end its turn. Bring us next to Jack, your turn.
Okay, well, there's not much I can do from up here. Yeah, they're just gonna keep shaking this tree, aren't they? Okay, how far could I jump off this tree if I tried? Could I get about 30-ish feet?
No, that would be your full movement as, like, a walking speed. You could get to this tree or this tree. And also, the tree you see down by the owlbear, that's, like, it's a collapsed tree. Like, it's a log that's fallen over.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't jump to that one. Okay, so... Okay, the safest thing for me to do right now is to cast Produce Flame and fling it at, this wolf here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Produce Flame. Please work, please work. Hey!
Yeah, that hits.
Fire.
So...
Leave the cub alone!
Fur gets
me.
a little singed. You can make another intimidation check you wish.
20.
No, they're just ignoring you. He's just ignoring you and trying to claw his way to the cub. Bring us to the wolf's turn. So these two, again, are going to try and knock you out of the tree. As you're at, like, about 15 feet up above them. So let's see. Make a strength check. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Please don't get any further than 10. Ah!
So yeah, the first one knocks you down.
What?
And you
I thought
take
they did have
1d6
advantage.
sludging damage.
Wait, why do they
No,
have advantage?
yeah, they don't have advantage.
So what
They
did
don't
they
have
do?
advantage. It's just the first number. That would be
What?
disadvantage.
Oh,
It's the
fine.
first number is that you roll. The only reason I make you guys roll one at a time is because you can actually spend inspiration, but you can't spend it if you already know what the result is going to be. Whereas these guys can't spend inspiration, so it doesn't matter.
So they just take the first number on the thing, okay.
Exactly, yeah. So you take 6 damage as you
Okay,
fall,
6.
bludgeoning damage, as you fall prone to the ground.
Okay.
That ends their 2 turns. This
Ah,
other wolf
sideways.
is going to... you've fallen down. This other wolf is going to try to attack the owlbear. Let's see. Hit it. But no, he misses. I'm bringing us to the owlbear's turns. They are not happy. So yeah, it definitely hits one wolf. And yeah, just tears this one to shreds easily. And then is going to so that's rough terrain, so that'd be 10. Okay, and he's gonna go up there and use its claw attack.
Oh, I'm safe.
This one unfortunately misses as it's just charging towards the wolf. The tiny bear is just gonna run farther away. Over here. Full 30 or 40 movement. And that's gonna bring us back to your turn, Jacket. As you're currently prone on the ground.
So standing up would cost me my full move, wouldn't it?
It would cost you half your movement, so like 15 feet.
Okay, I'm going to stand up and shillelagh the wolf that is further away from the owlbear.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shillelagh, please work.
Unfortunately, you miss as you kind of like use your staff to spring to your feet and like bring your staff down, but it just hops back out of the way.
Why don't I get any inspiration from defending the forest?
That's gonna bring us next to your. Well, unless you want to move anymore.
Oh boy. Can I get behind the great owlbear?
Yeah, though you'll take an opportunity attack if you do, though.
Fuck that. Fine, I'll just stay here.
Alright. It's gonna bring us to the wolves. They're both gonna go for you. And they both have advantage this time because they are surrounding you. Let's see here.
I still have good booze in my pocket. This is salvageable.
12. Does 12
that
hit
hits.
you?
Yeah, that hits.
Take 6 piercing damage from the first attack. The other wolf is going to attack you. 23, I believe, hits you.
Yeah.
And you take 5 piercing damage.
3 health left.
But that brings us now to the owlbear. The owlbear is going to just bite right into this one right in front of it. 14 does hit. Going to take 10 damage. Not quite killing it, but it's then going to slash at it with its claws, just kind of like thrashing this thing around on the ground. It would have been a natural 20, but unfortunately does not hit, as it just the wolf kind of jumps out of the way. Bring us now to your turn, Jacket.
Okay, well, I'm standing up again, and, well... Okay, I'm attacking the weak one now. Shillelagh. Wait, actually, I want to know something. Barkskin costs an action. Okay, I'll use my last level 2 spell and cast Barkskin upon me and, basically say, hey, come at me if you want to eat this, if you want to die already. So hopefully you won't be able to hit me now with my 16 fucking armor class.
Alright, so yeah, you now have 16, so that's gonna end your turn unless you want to move.
I want to go them at me. There's no way to attack them at this point, is there? Wait, cast Reduce Flame. No, I can't. That just costs an action. Never mind, done.
Unless you have any attacks that are bonus actions now. So the wolves, again, they get advantage on you, so they're gonna attack. First one gets a 23.
Hit.
Hits.
Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1, please, 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 please.
Take 7 piercing damage.
Well, I'm down.
You are down. Make a Constitution saving throw.
What D2?
Ooh. So you're still conscious, but you are on the ground and you have exhaustion.
Oh, right, disadvantage.
And the other one is now going to... The other one is also going to attack you, which means you take 2 death saving throws.
Hit.
Basically 2 failures on your death saving throws. Because you are prone and it gets an automatic critical hit if it is within...
Okay.
And that's going to end the wolf's turn. Bring us to the owlbear.
Save me out there!
Owlbear is going to...
Please, great Owlbear, please, 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 please.
Six damage as this one, it just like tears into it with its beak and it dies.
Brilliant.
Next, the owlbear is going to move over top of it and attack the other one with claws.
Please kill it, please kill it, please kill it, please crit, please.
And that also hits.
Hooray!
See if
Kill
it can
it,
do as
please.
much damage. Does 9 slashing damage as it just tears into it, however the wolf is still alive. Bring us to your turn.
Okay,
So Jacket,
since I'm,
at the end
I'm
of your turn, you're
conscious.
gonna have to make a death saving throw. What do you do?
I can still turn into something. I'm going to turn into a, I'm gonna turn into an elk. That gives me 13 temporary hit points.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And now that I'm an elk,
Wait a second,
I
how many
suppose,
times have you transformed today, though?
this will be the second time. I haven't turned once today. This will be my second wild shape.
Yeah.
And last
Alright,
one.
yeah, you turn an elk. And I will get an elk token because I did not have one prepared. But yeah, you are technically an elk now.
Hooray! And I can't do anything on a bonus action as an elk, I don't think. Let me just check. Elk, can it do anything as a bonus action?
Oh.
Or nothing? Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, the elk also has 16.
Not that I know. I'll check
The
it
elk
out.
has, since I still have bark skin and concentration thing, I'd still have 16.
You would actually have to roll for
Sure,
concentration.
a horse, that'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna basically, look at it with my eyes, trying to say, this is your last chance to run away. You're the last one left. This is me trying to give it its last chance. Hello?
Right. You can... Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah. So if you, do you want to make a, intimidation check, or do you just want to actually attack it?
I'll intimidate it. I'm giving them every chance they want to run away. Elk intimidation. Let's see. I'll just roll for Jacket. Charisma, and then minus, Oh, well, it's not running away.
Also, you would lose your speak with animals if you cast Spark Skin, because unless speak with animals isn't a concentration spell. I need my rule master to check that. But in any case, the wolf does not seem to be threatened enough by horses' whinnies.
Speak with animals is not concentration.
Nope. Okay, yeah, so you still have speak with animals. So yeah, if that's your turn...
That's my turn.
Gonna make last attack at you. And that's a 19, which I believe hits even with your bark skin.
Yep.
It does 6 damage to your horse. Or sorry, to your elk. My mistake. How much health does an elk
13.
have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 13 health.
Okay.
So I'm left with 7 health now. I think. Yeah, 13
And-
minus 6.
Now the owlbear is going to make a beak attack on the wolf, but misses, and then tries to hit it with its claws and gets a natural 20.
Ah!
And so you watch as you transform into this horse, and you go on this elk, and you go on your hind legs, whinnying at this wolf, trying to scare it away. And as you do this, a huge thud of this owlbear comes charging up behind it, rams into the side of the wolf, and slams the wolf into this tree on the wall, slamming it into the tree, and it falls to the ground prone. The owlbear leaps on top of it and just starts ripping it to shreds, taking its beak and biting at its entrails, sending blood and guts all over this little clearing in the forest as the wolf is brought to smithereens.
It.
So,
I can't believe I survived that. Okay. Fuck.
So you take, let me see, I'm the Arithmancer this time. So you get 400 experience points. Or sorry, 400 divided by 3. So whatever 400 divided by 3 is, which would be...
133.
Oh, I'm bad at rolling.
133.3.
You take 134 experience points.
Okay. 2, that's 4. That's, okay, 4, 5, and 6. 2,456 experience points. This is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Do I get to have any more chats with the owlbear, or does everything seem about done and dusted?
The owlbear is just interested in, like, ripping the wolf to shreds, and eventually the cub kind of just wanders up behind it.
Okay, I'll de-transform at this stage. There's no point in staying. Wait, unless elks can still have speak with animals.
Technically you cast the spell on yourself, so I imagine it would still be in effect. So yes. It's not concentration, you still have it.
Okay. It's done, Great Owlbear. You can stop now. Oh, fire attack.
Then
Great
why
Owlbear.
have you saved me and my cub?
I don't know. I think I saw you and your cub, and I saw something of my past in there, and I had to help. I'm sorry.
I wish I could offer you something in return for your help. You may take as many of these kills as you...
I need no kills. I guess I just need time to think about what I just did. I just killed so many things. I don't do stuff like this. But, is your cub okay? You need anything?
It just kind of like... the little one kind of starts cuddling up against it, like... we must go. Start walking off.
Wait, 1 second. And I'll de-transform. I think I still have 2 spell slots left, so I'll just cast Goodberry with both of them. And, you know, just like, take these. It'll help you. And
so...
I think that's 30 Goodberries.
Okay, well, when you transform back into jacket form, are you eating any of the good berries?
I think the plan was I'd have 5 of them, yeah.
Okay.
And so she gets 25.
Yeah. Yeah. It just starts, like, the cub starts, like, digging into the good berries, and so does the owlbear. So it gets 25?
Wait, no, 23. I want to have 2 left just in case something goes shit.
As it seems to be a lot healthier now. Like, digs into the good berries. Thank you. Is there anything that I can do for you in return?
There is something. There's a mystery going on in this forest, and I need to know a few things about the Fae and some missing children, and oh, it's all gone terribly. Do you have any idea what's going on?
We're looking for a cub. What?
Human cub. Human cub, maybe with 2 other human adults. And
there was a human cub taken through these forests 3 days ago. I'll show you where it was taken.
You'll show me?
Far, many miles through the forest.
I can't do that now.
I will
I'm
not-
weak, and I have none of my friends with me. If you could meet me here at around midday tomorrow, we might be able to find this cub, if you'll help us.
I will lead you there, but I do not go into that territory. I will meet you when the sun is at its highest point.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Great Owlbear. Have you and your cub have safe travels, okay?
and slowly begins lumbering. And that's where we'll end off tonight. As a Jacket, you can take a point of inspiration.
I'll need
meanwhile,
that.
we will find out what happens the next day when we continue this campaign of 20 sides next week on Sunday. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. Again, extra 10 experience points if we can figure out any other form of communication, because Discord it's taking its toll on me.
Tristan.
But yeah, until then, yes.
Once the owlbear killed that last book, I flipped my page in my book. Just so you know.
And the amount of time it took her to do that, yes. That makes sense. Yeah, so you guys will have a long rest. For anyone, because I will be going over the extra bonus experience points, so just in case anyone is close to level 4, just make sure you consider and think about what your choices are going to be to save time next week, just in case we do cross that threshold. But until then, thanks for a great game, and I will see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
See you.
Night.
Thanks.
Good job, guys.
Hi,